Grams, I
All
love
right.
him.
So everybody
Honestly,
retweet the shit from the Hearse Boys
Hearse.
Twitter. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So I'm gonna quote this. Post a pic.
Hearse boys. My boss calls it Hearse boys.
Oh, you be
Hatsi boys.
oh you be talking about us and shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Um, uh,
Oh, let me,
I should probably put like shades up in my room.
you don't got shades up in here?
I don't. I have that over there. I just let people see my meat.
Why?
Yeah, dude. Once they built this big ass fucking building like in my backyard, pretty much. And I used to see the city and shit. And I was like, oh shit, that's the city. I'm gonna make it big here. Now I just got this big ass ugly ass building. I'm like, shit.
Life.
That guy's
Oh,
naked as fuck.
Life.
Luke asked what Ronnie's wearing. So he's wearing this. It's from an anime. I forgot the name of it.
Umaru-chan.
Yeah,
Umaru-chan.
Umaru-chan. And basically, she's the prettiest girl in school. But when she gets home, she becomes this little chibi thing, this little chibi character thing.
And
And
she drinks Coca-Cola
See,
and
that's
eats
drinks
chips
pure
all
Coke.
day.
badass.
and plays on her Vita all day.
Yeah.
And just like yeah, and it's literally Ronnie, but minus the soda. I don't know if he drinks soda. But
He drinks beer
with a slice.
that's true. Yeah,
with a
that's
slice.
true. But yeah, anyway, yeah, we're just gonna let people.
Yo, we got Umaru trying to hate in
yeah,
the
we
chat,
got
yo.
Umaru. Oh fuck, we got what?
Umaru
She's
trying to
annoying
hate
as
in the
fuck.
chat.
I hate Umaru-chan.
Yeah. I mean, you grow to love it.
Hello,
I feel my
Aya,
bad
how
for
you
her brother
doing?
though.
Hey, Aya, what's up? Okay. All right, so we got a couple people in. So,
Yo, yeah, we do.
Hello, everybody.
Hand in quest.
hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hearse Voice chat. Oh, fuck. Hold on. I got the alert box down here, which is still this fucking Christmas tree, bro.
Yeah, it's on brand.
Oh, my God. It is on brand.
Yo, we're
fucking-
Dominicans, all brothers. Fuck.
Yes,
That's
we-
it.
Hold on. Let me update the dimensions on this fucking Twitch chat. Let's do
We gotta update
1200.
we'll take
We're
off
all
Move
Dominican.
the
it
Christmas
down.
tree the day before Christmas and put it on Christmas.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anyway,
Would-
welcome to the Hearse Boys podcast. My name is Rainey. I'm your host for today. I'm joined by Ronnie at Inadequate Ronnie on Twitter, Will at Gruel the Empty, and Freddie at Retro_Frisbee. And today is we got a loaded one, but I tried
the
to
DL.
I tried to I tried to get us sort of a little bit more on track. So we're gonna try and follow. We're gonna try and follow to the best of our ability. Some sort of timed discussion for each topic so that we don't veer too far off and then we end up rushing through a lot of stuff. So we got a lot of stuff to cover, but first of all, how is everybody? How was your week since our last podcast, which featured almost all of us, except for Justin? But
Justin.
yeah. How was you guys' week?
It was until Friday. I got fucking miserably sick.
Oh no!
I'm still recovering.
But it wasn't the vid, right?
It wasn't like immediately the second I started feeling bad, I ran to get tested, both the PCR and the rapid, and they both came back negative.
Okay, well
And,
that's fucking good. That's good. No one's gotten it
but-
here yet, right? Except me.
No,
Yeah,
Right.
you gotten the Delta?
Oh no, not the Delta. I got regular, but because
No.
I'm God's favorite.
You
so
got
I
that.
had to-
Oh
And
God,
fucking-
favorite.
you know I got
No,
you know I got COVID. I'm God's favorite. But yeah, no.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that's I don't wish that shit on anybody. Like I said last episode, that shit sucked. So yeah. But yeah.
But I'm vaxxed up, ready to get my sacks touched. So
Hey, yo, that's fire. I like that. I'm vaxxed up, ready to get my sack touched.
I said sacks, not sack.
Oh
but
God, what you got? You got more than one,
Fucking
motherfucker. Ew.
hornball. What the fuck? This
no,
man
you
was-
said no sax, saxophone.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, I agree.
God
I agree.
Oh.
Will was being very straight edge right now.
Careless
He's out here.
whisper.
Nah, I didn't get but I didn't get COVID collector's edition. I just got like the base game. You know what I mean? So
Oh
like,
no, yeah.
Game of the Year edition.
yeah, not even. I got that shit when it dropped. I paid a scalper for it.
Oh,
But,
Leo. Sorry. Anyway,
what happened?
I said Leo. Never mind.
Oh,
No, it was just scalper.
yeah. But yeah. So are you guys playing anything new or actually
get to
no,
say
just
how,
actually
how I'm
just yeah, I was gonna
feeling.
say just Will went. So if anybody, so everybody
That's
gets to
so
check.
offended.
Ronnie
Go
has
ahead,
a
Ronnie.
very
You got
fun
this.
fun scarf on, fun hooded scarf thing, cape. I don't know whatever that is.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm circumcised. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. My weeks are always long because I work 7 days a week, so like I don't really get like chill time. Trying to think of what I did that was dope.
Yeah.
This
Nothing.
man does not sound like Seth. I'm just saying this right now. I'm just saying.
Yo, yeah, they kept saying that.
Oh,
yesterday.
real quick. This is a quick sidebar. Papa Noir. Who else was it in the chat that was saying yesterday?
Papa Noir is in the
Papa
chat. That's what I'm
Noir
saying.
and Juice keep on
Juice.
thinking that
They're
Ronnie
both
sounds
here.
like Set. Y'all don't sound alike. Anyway, continue. Ronnie. I
At all.
apologize for.
I love you, Ronnie.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know. My days just be like nonstop. You know what I mean? But I've been working. Doing my shit, working hard. Fake it till you make it. You know what I mean?
You know the vibes.
Mhm. Yeah. That's,
Um,
yeah. I mean, I'm pretty much on the same boat, so I feel you.
I want to play some games though, like some single player games, but I just don't got the mental capacity to sit down and not die in 5 seconds. You know, which is why I play like Apex.
Oh, you're saying that you like the
Quick,
routine.
like quick short burst.
Yeah, you like the routine of like sign in, get a couple matches off, sign out.
Yeah, like I've been playing Overwatch.
Mm.
I'm trying to hit diamond, I think.
Yeah.
So I'll jump in and play a couple games. If I win 2, I'll just get off.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's like my every night, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of Overwatch, Activision Blizzard is in a lot of trouble. That's one of the topics we're covering today. But
Word.
because
Segue.
because
Segue.
no, that's not even
Segue.
because we're not getting into it yet. But I want to hear from Freddie how his day is going and all that. So.
Oh, my day's going good. I just woke up from like a weekend of partying, I guess.
Oh, nice.
That's what I was. Yeah.
I forgot. That's what you do when you don't have kids. That's crazy.
Oh.
You just live your life, you know? Like you just go out and do things. A concept. But, yeah.
You could. I mean, I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah.
In the words of Michael Jordan, bro.
What?
Buy more sneakers.
Yeah, there you go. More
Yeah.
sneakers.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I had a really good. It was really nice. I met up with all my boys for the first time in like 8 years, like all together, and we were just, Raja and them, like Ian, all of them came at the same time, Diego, and we just chilled, man. They did like a talent show or something. They streamed, and it was really nice, and
Nice.
it was nice. It was a nice weekend, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking cool, man. That's awesome.
And I was also going to Denny's all weekend.
He was
bro.
going to
Like,
Denny's
I
and
was just eating. I was wilding. I was
What
eating.
the
I was
fuck
eating.
is up, Denny's?
Yeah.
Yo, yeah. I was in there like swimwear, bro.
He was
Just
in the
yelling
basement.
at every customer, bro.
They
like,
knew your name.
They
He was
knew my name was Denny's.
He was in the basement throwing bows. That's crazy.
Throwing bows, bro. Just the
Capoeira
1-2s.
kicks.
Yeah, you already know the vibes. That's it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fighting
But yeah,
at the Denny's.
in the Discord, you guys have been going pretty hard on this new Pokemon Unite, right? You guys have been playing that shit pretty much every day since it dropped, I think. Somebody hit expert already, right? Like somebody in the Discord.
Couple of people.
Probably will.
I feel like almost everybody except for me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. How do you guys like it? Like, explain it to somebody who has never played, because I don't have it, so I've never played it. So
League of Pokemon.
I've never played League either.
I'm still happy that Will's explaining this. I'm happy.
No, I'll let Ronnie do it because he's a lot more eloquent.
Okay. Well, Pokemon Unite is a free-to-play multiplayer online battle arena video game developed by Tencent, which you might know as the people that publish PUBG. and
Okay.
also the people that own like the only social network in China with face scans. But it's
Eloquent.
basically League of Legends, so it's like you capture points or whatever. It's like 5v5, and you play as Pokemon as opposed to like random legends that are not interesting.
Okay.
And then you have like Pokemon moves, but it's a little different because there's no like Pokemon. There's like type, advantage, like weakness and stuff. There's none of that.
Yeah.
And it's free to play and it's pay to win.
It is pay to
And
win. It is
yeah,
very
Until they
it's on
fix that
Switch.
glitch.
How is
Yeah,
it?
there's a glitch.
So how's it pay to win? What do you mean? Oh,
So
you literally just pay money for like the most broken shit in the game and
So
basically
unlike League, they incorporated items
okay.
that
to
you
hold.
basically equipment to
Oh,
hold
held
items
items?
like in Pokemon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's cool.
and you get a set of 3, and you can level these things up, which is where the pay to win comes in,
Yeah.
Okay.
because you can purchase the currency that's used to level these things up.
Yep. Yep. Pretty much. And literally,
Yeah.
what people tend to do is max upgrade all the items that they can because they have money.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
once they do that at low levels, they as Absol, you can one shot everything with
Yeah.
choice specs. It's insane.
So easiest
Wow.
way to think about it is that imagine someone has like level 30 items, right? That all boost their base attack,
Yeah.
and then you don't have any items.
It's a
You're
wrap
just
for you.
automatically gonna do more damage than that person. And you can use premium currency for the currency to upgrade the items.
Okay.
So you
Oh,
put
wow.
in $100, you get 2 level 30 items, and you're just stronger than everyone else, right?
If you put 300, you'll be fine. You'll have a good
300
time.
real dollars?
Real
200
dollars.
real dollars, yeah.
Oh.
You put
oh, nah,
$300, you can max out every single one of those items.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Well, that sounds like fun until somebody like me does all of that and then ruins it for everybody. Like, but
Well,
what I
it's
mean,
already being ruined.
what I mean by someone like me, not like somebody with money. I just mean somebody that like wants to be like the best as quickly as possible. Because much like Ronnie,
Like no one ever was.
like much like Ronnie, I just don't have a ton of time. Like Ronnie works 7 days, I work 4, and then the other 3 I have my kids. So like I'm also not like I'm the only reason I'm playing Mortal Shell now is because I'm streaming it and because that was my most popular like game that I ever played on stream. Like that's the most fun that
Yo.
the audience that Twitch has had watching me play anything. So like that was
Have you beat
So
the
that's
ice guy
why.
yet?
yeah I beat him that same night.
Yeah. He murked his shit. What
Oh.
you mean?
You
It's
gotta
like,
watch
try,
on
second
that.
try type shit.
No,
I was
I
like-
only lost once, but it was very frustrating. Like
Dude.
like I'm not even gonna hold you. I kind of see the appeal of Souls games now, but we're veering off track. But like
it's reward.
that,
Okay.
no, it's not even
Right.
rewarding. It's just that shit will teach you about yourself.
He said word.
Dude, I was cheering you on. I was like, yeah, get him.
Me too.
But it was actually the ice guy being the shit out of you. And I was like, oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was gonna say real
sorry,
quick.
Go ahead.
No, what with all that shit involved, as crappy as it does make it for everybody, pay to win.
Mhm.
The game is very bearable because each game only runs 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Riley,
Yeah.
thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank
Oh,
you so
and
much.
Aya,
thanks for the 100 bits.
Oh yeah, good looks on that.
Oh,
Sorry,
wow, I
wait, the
didn't see that.
notification's been going off, but I had to move them, so like I wasn't reading them on the screen. But But yeah, yeah, thank you. That's really sweet. But yeah, so Riley said, yeah, big streams that are dropping thousands into Unite to max out items and stuff are gonna kind of ruin it at high levels or even in PUB. Yeah, that's pretty much what these guys have been saying. But yeah, okay, I can see that being a problem for sure. But yeah, but that's good. I'm glad you guys are having fun with Pokemon Unite. I might try it. I don't have a lot of time for video games, and like when I do, it's like work, because I'm streaming. But I might hop in the Discord like if I can't sleep or some shit and I see you guys on,
It's
like I'll probably fucking join or
a
whatever.
quick 10-minute game. Like
yeah.
play a couple of them, call it a fucking night.
Yeah, it's not like max raids that fucking take forever.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's not like League of Legends that literally lasts 45 to an hour.
that's OD. One game?
Yeah,
That's
one game.
that's
Dude.
OD. You got to be 12 years
Yeah.
old to have time
Yeah,
for that
yeah,
shit.
I've fallen
word.
asleep playing that game. Like
Yeah.
literally fallen asleep.
Yeah,
Twice.
I sold my soul as fucking a teenager,
Soldiers.
and like literally I can't stop. But at the same time, I learned to stop because I have literally no time for it. I can't sit there anymore and know that I'm going to spend more than 20 minutes. Because 20 minutes, after 20 minutes, you can surrender if you want. And then if you want to surrender, at least 4 people have to surrender.
And that's after the second surrender request. The first one has to be unanimous.
And that's new, by the way, Will. That's a new feature. Because before, it always had to be more than 4. You had to always be 4. If not, it's a wrap, bro. You in that game. Like, wow. Like that shit. That's what I mean by selling your soul, bro. Like you have to play that game to play that game. If you don't have time for it, you can't do it.
Yeah.
But unlike that, Pokemon Unite, literally, you have 10 minutes straight up. It's straight up 10 minutes, and that's all you'll get, and that's like amazing. That's
that does sound like a really good setup. You know what else is a really great setup is this fucking segue into this racist ass wedding. That was not a good segue at all, but still,
it was not in this.
Anyway, for the number 4, the culture. ___. It looks like 3 or 4 underscores. I don't know. But Black Culture Entertainment on Twitter is a Twitter account that I guess just tweets black culture shit. And they posted a tweet recently saying, "You cannot make this up." I'm actually going to drop it in the chat right now so everyone can see what that is. Oh, you did it already? Oh, great.
No, yeah. That's dumb as fuck.
So anyway, this black dude marrying a white woman. They had their wedding at a fucking plantation, and they dressed the dude fucking dressed like a slave, shackles and all, straw hat, shackles and all that, and the girl dressed like a fucking pilgrim. I don't know what she got going on, but and then the caption. So it's an Instagram post. They screenshot the Instagram post and they wrote, "You can't make this shit up." And the caption reads, 1842. Days passed and everything changed. Our love got stronger and stronger. He was no longer a slave. He was part of the family. Oh, my God.
Yo.
Oh, my God. How?
You clearly can't make this shit up.
How are you in your black skin? Like, how in your black self are you comfortable with this? Like, how are you a whole human being and you just let this shit happen? Like, oh, my God. Like,
my soul is singing Negro spirituals.
Oh my God, my white girlfriend who's sitting next to me right now, she's by far miles above, miles beyond any partner I've ever had in my entire life. If she fucking was like, "Hey, why don't we get married at a fucking plantation?" I'd be like, "I'm fucking out of here, dude. I'm fucking out of here." Like, what the fuck? Like that's like. What's the thought process here? Like, is it survival? Like, is it like? I don't know. I just feel
my
like
nigga's in the sunken place, bro. That's
what I'm saying.
I don't know. Actually, you know what? Maybe she's really funny. You know?
Oh my God.
What?
Holy shit, bro.
Go ahead.
Like, you think the photographer is gonna put this like on his page? Like, you know, like examples of my
like in his portfolio.
White. He's probably white.
He has to be white.
He has to be white. Oh, no, actually, no. He doesn't. No, he doesn't have to be white because the groom is not white. He agreed to this shit, so now nothing is out of the question. I don't think.
Yeah, the worst part is that the screenshots blur out the photographer's name for good reason, probably because he would have got fucking.
Yeah, if he's white, he needs to own that. If he's black, if he's black, he probably I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, if he's black, he probably needed the check, and he probably thought the shit was hilarious. He probably was like,
still good.
No, it's not good at all. But he was probably like, there's no way this black dude is marrying this white woman on a plantation dressed like a slave. There's no way. Like, he probably read that email and was like, there's no way this is real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he probably thought it was a joke and was like, I'm going to show up to this shoot. They sent the deposit, whatever. Let me see. And then, like, he got way over his head.
He's went with it?
And was like, holy shit, this is a real thing. Now I have to take these pics. Like, oh, my God, bro.
Yo, what's up, Germ?
I would literally have quit my job if I had showed up. And that was like the setup. Like, they tell me nothing. I'm like, okay, cool. Wedding photos, done this a million times before. I show up and it's on a plantation. These niggas in period piece clothing, right?
He's in shackles.
He's in shackles, my man. Looking like fucking, what's his fucking Power Man, right? That was his name? Yeah.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
Yeah.
OG Luke Cage with the tiara.
Yeah, with the tiara and the long collar, fucking yellow,
Yeah.
the yellow blouse. Yeah, OG
Ripped to
Luke
shreds.
Cage.
Nigga, I'm leaving. I'm never doing photography ever again in my entire fucking life.
He's leaving the industry, not even a job, by the
Yeah,
way.
that's
Just the
crazy.
fucking industry.
Yeah, just imagine showing up and like you see they're like dressed up and shit. You're like, okay, it's like an old timey photo, and the guy comes up to you like, yo, can you help me put this shit on real quick?
Oh my god.
Oh nah,
And you're like,
how would
Bro,
you feel, Ronnie?
Yeah.
How would you feel?
Yeah, because I'm not even gonna hold you. This motherfucker.
That's a huge. That's a
I would
huge
do
fuck
it.
out of here.
Nah, I'm not even gonna hold you.
That's not
This-
what they pay me for.
This motherfucker kind of look like you, Ronnie. I'm not even.
you wildin'.
Oh. Oh, it's like that. Oh.
This was
Alright.
Ronnie's wedding. That explains it. That explains everything. Nah, I'm
That
just
don't look
fucking
like
with you,
Ronnie.
man.
You wild.
They just racist.
Yeah, that's true. I am.
Hey, all black people look like nigga.
That's true. I listen.
Really?
That's
Oh.
Brandon be calling me Freddie. Like,
I listen to Joe Rogan. That's true. I'm just
Honestly.
kidding.
Oh
yeah.
shit. Hey, have
No,
you
I
ever done
don't.
DMT?
Oh my god. Oh, have you ever done ayahuasca? Oh man, it's brilliant, man. You gotta, you just gotta be by yourself. Like you gotta fucking. I know everything. I used to do MMA, but yeah, it's a really weird time to be alive and on the internet because people do shit like that, and then it's like okay for other people to do shit like that. No, but as hilarious as it is, it's like super pathetic.
Yo.
Like that's crazy. Like that's like peak pathetic behavior. Like wow. How hard must you simp for white women to like agree to this shit? You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's also I don't know. I feel like that's also not the kind of like I don't know. Like it's corny, but also like black women don't deserve that guy. You know what I mean? Like black women don't deserve that guy. Like they
The black
don't.
community does
Yeah,
not deserve
yeah. It's
that
totally
guy.
like we are not missing.
we're votes.
we are not missing out on anything with
No,
this
no, hell
guy
no.
doing this shit. If anything, it's
Word.
just like collective secondhand embarrassment. Cause like, wow, that's crazy. Like, wow. Anyway, yeah, I thought that shit was funny as fuck, and yeah. So moving on to the next topic because Jesus Christ. Yeah, Lil Uzi Vert bought a planet. I don't know how
did
that
we.
happen. And
Hey, yo,
yeah,
real
Hearse
quick.
Boys bought a planet
Yeah.
too.
We got
We bought a
we
planet.
out here, bro. What the
Se
fuck
llama-
going next
the
year, bro?
the planet
2022.
is called Carajo Z22, and
Mhm.
it's
Vete pa.
directly. Yeah, it's
Frisbee to the moon.
You gotta
my
take
nigga.
Vete-
Frisbee to the moon.
you
That's
gotta
it.
take Vete Pa Airlines, so you end up on Planet Carajo. And yeah, that's what the planet. No, but seriously though, he allegedly he fucking bought a planet. I don't know how you do that, but
Hey, yo, real
How you
quick.
check the merchandise,
Soldier
bro?
Boy did it first, though.
I'm the first rapper to buy a planet. Man, stop playing with me. I'm the first rapper to buy a planet. Stop
man,
playing with me.
If you look under
Stop
his,
playing with
if
me,
you
I'm
look
getting
under Uzi Vert's post about it, you see, or whoever was the person that posted, you see Soldier Boy in there. Nigga, I been did that.
Yo,
Oh man,
how you check the merchandise though? How would one go?
that's
And
what I'm
check
saying.
merch.
Where do you
He
go?
got a
Like
nice
you go
certificate.
to where do you like?
A
Okay,
nice
in order to buy a planet, one would assume that somebody had to sell it to you, right?
Mm.
So who the fuck
Yeah.
had the deed to this planet to give to
who
Lil
owns-
Uzi Vert?
Not me.
Who owns every,
Alrighty.
probably
I can tell you that
one of
much.
the
Not any
Rothschild.
human. That us.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. But but hold on. Quest said Soldier Boy was the first human ever confirmed. I'm the first
Nigga,
human, and that's it. He stops.
And
But,
on the first day, Jesus begat Soldier.
Jesus begot
We got
Soldier.
soldier.
But, yeah, I'm gonna drop the link to this fucking Rap TV tweet that says Lil Uzi bought this fucking planet, and the replies to it are pretty interesting. Like the replies is like, hold on, this one dude, like he went pretty in depth. Like he went pretty in depth about it. Like he was basically saying like why would he do that? That planet is gonna collapse unto itself because it's so close to its to its like star. Like it is the closest planet in that solar system to its star. So it's literally like impending explosion or implosion or whatever. So like he just spent
Even more, what
bread
the
on like
fuck?
something that's not gonna exist much longer. And even if it does, we're never gonna you're never gonna get there. And it's not inhabitable, so even if we could reach it, you couldn't live there. It's too close to its star to be inhabitable. You can't breathe it. There's like noxious. It's like a ball of fucking toxic gas, and it's like it's so yeah.
My question is, I wonder if you can liquidate it as an asset.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Yes.
Yeah, how- how
can
do
you
you,
claim that shit on your
Yo.
1099? Can you fucking
Yo. Does he even have a 1099?
can you put that down as an expense? Like yo, I bought
how
this
do you
planet.
repo a planet?
Yeah. How do you hey how do you
Yo.
refinance your
Is there a-
planet? Is there a
Is there
mortgage
a
on this?
mortgage involved? Yeah.
How much was this like purchase, bro? Like did it say? How
I
much
don't
it
know,
dropped
but
on
the
this?
planet is called WASP 127b.
Get the fuck
I don't
out
know
of
what
here,
that means.
bro.
But documentation complete for Lil Uzi Vert to legally claim WASP 127b. This is huge. First human to legally own a planet. Still working on
Yo,
it.
facts, Juice.
Neuralink.
What the fuck? Who out here
owns the
selling? Who
planet,
got the
blah,
plug
blah,
for
blah.
planets?
Yeah.
Yo, who got the planet plug? I'm trying to buy a planet.
Yeah,
What the
seriously.
fuck?
Yo, we out to Fordham Plaza.
That ass.
Fucking
Yo, honestly,
They selling planets.
that ass, bro.
Yeah, we out
Yeah.
to
And rat poison.
we out to Soundview Ferry.
I was
Yeah,
questioning how
fucking-
motherfuckers were gonna like sell a fucking highway, but nah, hold up, it was different.
Yeah.
Oh
this is
shit,
crazy.
Aya in the chat as a planet dealer. We got planet dealers on the chat. Oh.
Okay, it's lit. All right,
Whoa.
yeah.
Oh.
I'll be making my
The
offer.
trench coat
My people
selling
will talk to your
planets.
people.
Yeah. Our people will reach out to your people. We got you.
Yeah. Yo, I don't know why I was thinking of this.
You
Bro, when
Barack
you-
want to
when
buy
you-
the Deegan.
Yo, when you guys said when you said what's your offer,
Fucking Barack, I love you.
I
bro.
always thought of Eustace, Courage the Cowardly Dog, because he's always like, no solicitors. I'm like, what's your offer? Like, wait, he's like,
Yeah.
where he was like, return the slab. He's like, what's your offer? Yo, Eustace.
Yeah. Was the realest one. I don't give a
Eustace
fuck.
was a fucking asshole, bro.
He was a goon, bro.
Remember the episode with the little hunchback with his little like wind chimes or whatever? The little like he used to play the
Yeah.
triangle, and he came to his door and he was like, "Hey, could I have shelter for the rain?" This motherfucker said,
Oh, if he's so
"Oh,
fucking ugly, right?
Yeah, he said it.
no!" And then he slammed the door in his fucking face.
Yo, this too. I
Oh
felt
my
so bad as
God.
a kid. I was like, damn, bro, you don't do that to people, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
He
yeah,
said,
that's-
"Oh no!"
and he exaggerated on that shit.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
he violated.
he
oh my God.
violated.
But anyway, yeah, Uzi bought a planet. I think we can all agree that's fucking stupid. And yeah, speaking
Uzi
of
bought a planet, yeah.
speaking of things that are not speaking of unnecessary things, there's a Chucky TV series in development. And hey, yeah, you like that segue? That was better, right? Right? Wasn't that better? See,
That was great.
I'm getting it.
You got it. You got
I'm
it. You
getting
got it.
And I'm gonna drop the
The part
I don't know why.
65 to Chucky.
Yeah, I'm
out
gonna
here,
I'm gonna
you know
drop
what I'm saying?
drop the link. Yeah, they're developing a fucking Chucky TV series. So hold on, let me just copy link and drop that bitch, drop that hoe in the chat. There we go. Yeah, so there's the link for the trailer for the Chucky
watching
fucking
that
TV
shit.
series.
I have no idea. That shit. I got to hear that shit gonna make me laugh.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
be laughing
mean-
my life away.
I mean, is anybody else a horror fan here?
I'm a horror fan because I love laughing at the stupidity that I see. That's literally what it is. Like I love it when I know it's gonna happen and it happens, and that's
Yeah.
like 95.5 of the time. That shit's just great.
Yeah,
I love
I
horror
just
movies.
don't understand. Like, I don't know. I'm a pretty big horror fan, and I don't get the haunted doll thing. Like, that's never been a genre that's been interesting to me. And the only series that was able to like get it right for me was Annabelle, and even those movies, like, those films aren't about the doll in particular. Like, because they've got like 40 they got like 45 spin-offs, right? But they're all about like how the human beings deal with the doll, right? Chucky leaned into the possessed doll thing like 110%. Like they were like, no, this is Chucky. Like it's a serial killer's spirit that he's like trying to be immortal or whatever. Like no, it's about Chucky. Like all the marketing is about Chucky. And like
so my shit is
annoying.
My shit is because I remember like being 4 years old, just sitting in the sala watching like Child's Play 1 and 2. Just chilling there, like, oh, okay. And I have never found it scary in any facet. I always found it fucking hilarious. So I've never wrote this off as an actual horror film. Right. And then going forward, it only got 10 times more ridiculous, right? And I don't feel like there's any aspect you can pull from this franchise in particular to make it scary.
Did he have a family at one point?
Oh yeah, Seed of Chucky.
Yeah,
he
had a family.
I found
and his son was ugly as shit.
Yo, they opened the wife's door and
Slappy
shit.
the fucking dummy from Goosebumps. I found 10 times more terrifying.
That shit was scary.
Well, any ventriloquist dummy is terrifying. Any ventriloquist dummy is like I got a coworker like Sam. He loves that shit. He's into that shit. I'm like, of course you're fucking scrawny, creepy. Of course you're fucking into that shit. You got a cow skull at your station and shit. You fucking weird ass.
Yeah,
but anyway, and you know what he did? He put them. You know what he did? No, he put them on the top of his station and then turned their heads towards my station so that they're staring at me. And I'm like, bro, you.
Oh, he a dickhead?
You can fuck around and
he
find out, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Sam's cool though. He's like a cool dude, but he's into like that weird. Like ventriloquist dummies are his shit. Like he has like multiple of them, and like he has like all the any ventriloquist dummy that's ever been made a pop. I'm pretty sure he has them, but that's only like 2. Like I think it's just the one from Dead Silence I think was made into a pop, and then some other one, I don't remember. But yeah,
I mean Chucky is. I don't know. I always felt like Chucky was dumb. Because, like, you know, they kept trying to kill him. Like, didn't they put him in, like, a freaking fireplace and he didn't die? Like, I'm just, like, over it. Like, this has to be a way to end it, right?
Yeah.
But, like, you know, just to, like, the quality of Chucky, all right? Guess where the original Chucky doll from the movies is stored? It's in a museum. It's in the United States. Guess where?
I couldn't tell you. What?
Yeah,
fucking New Jersey, where all awful things are.
Jersey. Who do you think would bid the most
Jersey?
to have a Chucky doll? The original.
Ripley's.
But what state? What state?
Oh, what state?
Any Puerto Rican grandma's
New
house.
York, the Bronx.
Any Puerto Rican grandma that has a basement or first floor apartment, so that they can have the fucked up Chucky doll on the window facing the street.
It's in Florida, obviously.
Of course it's in Florida.
God,
Should have fucking guessed.
I'm going to stop it.
Of course it's in Florida.
Floridians, bro.
No offense to JJ, I know she's playing.
Yo.
Yeah. I mean, just Chucky just doesn't have the the quality of it, and I don't think special effects is gonna make it like any better. So yeah, I mean, good for them. I think it's on Netflix, right?
Is it gonna be?
No, it's a sci-fi series.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on USA.
It's a USA sci-fi series.
Yo,
literally the beginning of the trailer it says USA Sci-Fi. So I guess they're one channel now. I don't know. I don't know. Service? Whatever, man.
No.
But yeah, I mean, again, nobody needed this. Nobody asked for this.
Yeah.
But I think that just speaks to people's lack of faith in original IP. Because, look at A24. A24 has some of the most impressive fucking I don't know. I don't know if the terminology is the same for film as it is in video games, but we'll just call it first party. Like they have the most impressive catalog of first party shit that I've seen in the past like 10 years. Like no joke. Like maybe I'm beasting, maybe not 10, maybe like 5 or 6 years. They've had 5 or 6 years of solid first party fucking indie films that they've bought and just been like, yo, this is great. Or projects that they financed and been like, literally do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Like, it's your vision. You do it, right? Like, fucking, like, Hereditary, right? Fucking Midsummer, Uncut Gems, and that new shit, The Green Knight, looks crazy, right?
Yeah,
These are
Green
all,
Knight. I've
it
been
does look
every
crazy.
time that shit comes, every time a trailer for that comes on, I actually, instead of skipping the ad, I'm like, oh, like this looks fire. Let me like see it all the way through.
Yeah, all that stuff is like that's all original stuff. Like, that's all original stuff, and for some reason, people are like, oh, whenever I see the A24 logo, and it's like they put like something disappointed, or like some, like, just like a over it face or whatever.
emoji.
Yeah, some shit like that. And it's like, all right, well, enjoy Chucky Part 43. Enjoy Saw 12. I don't know what you want, Like,
That does.
like, people have no faith in original IPs because when they put them out, no one shows them any love. But if you show them too much love, then you become A24. Then you become corny, and then you do this and that. And it's like, nah, some stuff is just good. Like,
Yeah.
some stuff is just good. And
Yeah.
I don't know why people don't want that shit to thrive. But like, this Chucky shit, like, enough, bro, enough.
Yeah. Some IPs gotta die, to be honest. Like,
Didn't they just drop a movie like a good 3-4 years ago for Chucky?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not too long ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe 2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. They just need to let the French let it die. Like give it the same treatment.
Yeah.
That, I mean, granted, fucking Nightmare on Elm Street outside of the reboot that just completely fucking died. Let it
Yeah.
die. Fucking after its 20th iteration. Granted, Hellraiser. Only how many Hellraisers were there?
Oh my God, they're still going.
oh my.
They're still going. Oh, never
Yeah,
mind then.
the last
That point
last
is moot.
Hellraiser. Hold on.
That's the dude with the needles in his face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker scared the fuck out of me as a kid, bro.
Pinhead.
I didn't know they was going. Pinhead, look at that.
So the last Hellraiser was Judgment. It dropped in 2018.
That's
what
wild.
the fuck?
Yeah.
I just still don't know the concept of the movie.
Oh,
That first movie fucked me up as a kid.
There are a total
That shit
of
was
10,
crazy.
10 Hellraiser films. 10 of them.
My thing is, I feel like the horror genre likes to beat itself over the head as
Yeah.
a whole, because unlike A24, right, which drops, they have their good ones in their original IPs, and it's like, okay, they may be linked to each other, but they're not necessarily sequels, and then that's it, right?
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
getting. Whereas if you see anything from our childhood is on their 20th iteration,
Yeah.
has been corny since their 5th iteration, and they still think that it's, and I don't understand, because I would hope that, I would think they're not seeing any money from these fucking movies being made.
I think you know what it is? I think it's just like brand loyalty, Like it's like 2K syndrome, right?
Yeah.
Once you start playing 2K, you start investing time and money into that. The reason 2K basketball, because I know 2K is like a whole company, but the 2K, like the NBA 2K games, the reason those keep coming out every year and keep making money is because it's unlike most other games in that it updates in real time. So when seasonal rosters in real basketball get updated and new players get drafted and players get traded and all this stuff, their stats then get updated in the game, right? So there's a legitimate reason that 2K comes out every year. Does it have to? Not really. You could drop updates until the file becomes too big, then you got to drop a new one, right? But it's easier to always just drop a new game with every new real season of basketball. So what happens there is with 2K, if you stop playing at all ever, you fall so far behind and lose so much of that investment that you feel like, well, I gotta keep playing, I gotta keep buying it, you feel like, oh, I've invested this much, I have to keep buying it. And that's honestly, I've spoken to a lot of people that play 2K and enjoy those games, and they're like, yo, I've been playing since 2K14, 2K15, I'm not gonna stop now, and I think that's what it is with franchises like Hellraiser and Chucky. It's it's been out so long, they just don't want that flame to die, the same with Saw. They don't want that flame to die, and they know the audience will go see it, even if everybody hates it. Because how did the last Chucky
People love Chucky. I'm in the
Dude, let's see.
comments for like the Chucky movie, like one of the trailers for on a horror movie site,
Yeah.
and people are like fucking so hyped. Like, I'm so happy he's going back to his roots. Child's Play was the best movie ever.
Oh my
He's like,
god.
I'm in the comments right now to shit on anybody who's trying to trash on this movie. Chucky looks better than ever before. I'm unbelievably excited.
Mhm.
Blah blah blah. I'm gonna watch this. And then also this Chucky doll is not just like a doll. It's like he puts his hand in it and like he makes it talk or some shit. And he brings the Chucky doll to like school and stuff. It's like a whole
No,
like
this new one has batteries. Like he checks his back and everything, and he has batteries.
yeah, he has the hand in the back in like one of the preview images.
Oh, that's weird.
And like he's doing like a presentation, but the Chucky doll is also holding an iPhone.
Oh,
And it's
dude,
also
that's not
dissecting
the.
a frog.
Yeah, that's not. No, that's not that one. That's Child's Play, the one from
Is this Child's
2019.
Play?
Yeah, Child's
Yeah.
Play from 2019. Yeah, Aubrey Plaza's in it.
Love of my life.
Yeah, but
This is so
yeah,
confusing.
no,
How many
no,
Chucky?
exactly. How many Chucky? Exactly. No, look up. I mean, it's in
I'm
the
here now.
chat.
I'm here
but
now.
Chucky trailer 2021 sci-fi series, that one or whatever. But exactly, there's too much of this shit. Like enough, you know, like fucking like enough. But yeah, speaking of things that we have enough of, also Dexter. Dexter is returning to television.
Ooh.
Wait.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah, he said, yeah. No, man. Listen, like, I don't know. I remember,
Freddie, did you like Dexter? I feel like you.
I started watching Dexter until like I watched it till the end, and I got on it because back in the day, Leo put me onto that shit because he was so hyped for it, and then when I asked him what happened in the ending, he's like, nah. So I thought it was a good thing. So I finished it, and I was very, very upset that I wasted my entire time on that show.
Yeah.
I wasted everything on that. I wasted so much time. That ending was horrible. That shit was the worst. Who's
Yeah.
that? Is it?
It's definitely it's definitely one of those like shows that's like it's funny, it's a Showtime series, but it had HBO syndrome, which was like, you know, you kill it for like 90% of your run, and then you
Yeah.
fucking drop the ball completely, and then you fuck it up completely at the end. Yeah, I think I think there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that we don't like know. Like narratively, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but maybe the actor, I don't even know his fucking name, Dexter, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he had other contracts. Maybe he didn't want to sign on for anymore. Maybe he was done. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of shit, and then like to have those real life reasons make sense narratively is hard. Like that shit is hard to do, and that's why like HBO for some reason like they just hate good things. Like they make millions on a good IP, and then they're like, we don't want to do this anymore. We're bored. We're tired of making
we're
money.
bored.
Yeah,
We're
like fuck it.
bored.
But yeah, so
Nah,
yeah,
I don't know how I feel about
I
this
didn't,
one, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't finish Dexter. I know how it ends, but I didn't finish
Um,
that shit.
Yeah,
nah,
I stopped around. I forget what season, but I did sit down for the ending with my cousin and saw how it ended on some perfect storm bullshit.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, okay, what was I invested in again?
Yeah. Same.
Yeah,
Same.
Yeah, like what was I invested in?
Same.
And
I
then
forgot
for them
everything
to like,
after that.
is this their first return back? Because I remember a few years ago they were talking about Dexter coming.
It was the same thing.
Oh, wow.
Is this
Like, it
same
was
thing?
this-
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, no, leave it the fuck alone, bro. Like,
Another one. Yeah.
I mean, I
word.
saw
Like,
I
you
saw
already
the.
fucked it up.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna drop the. Hold on, because I never dropped the trailer. So, sorry. Let me drop the trailer because we were talking about that. Hold on, it's in Discord. But yeah, I mean, I'm not. It's Chucky, Dexter. It's kind of the same vein, right? Where it's like, here's the tweet from at Dexter Daily, which I'm assuming is a Stan account, because you can never get enough of those. But yeah, that's the
Right.
that's the trailer. It's I'm pretty sure it's like a teaser trailer, but it's called Dexter New Blood, and yeah, I don't know. I just think all these studios are like banking on nostalgia and shit, because like this past year and a half, or just over a year and a half, has been horrible for a lot of people. So I think they're using that to their advantage and being like, okay, let's bring back all these beloved, IPs that people remember fondly from a simpler time before COVID and before all this other shit, before Trump, before COVID, right? Like, even though we don't got to deal with Trump anymore, now we got to deal with fucking Sleepy Joe or whatever. But like,
That is.
but no, but like, you know, it's that kind of thing where it's like, oh, these 4 years were shitty because of this thing. These last 2 years were shitty because of this thing. So here's the thing from before all of that, right? To get you to like, remember this thing you love? Remember this thing you love? Don't you love that thing? Yeah, well, here it is again, you know? And like,
Right.
I feel like that's been happening for the past like 5 or 6 years, legit.
I feel like longer. They just
Yeah.
keep on bringing out, like they, even going back to like our horror film conversation, it doesn't seem like anybody wants to release any new fucking IPs on anything anymore. It's a re-release or it's a sequel. We're not seeing anything the fuck else, and
Well,
it gets like.
Well, what happens when you do though? Like, because you get genius fucking filmmaking, like Hereditary, genius fucking filmmaking, right?
OD.
Then you get another really good, solid fucking IP like Midsummer, right? And what happens to those? Critically, they do great, but with general audiences, for some reason, everyone's just like, I didn't get it. It wasn't scary. Like, yeah, well, it's not fucking boo scary, obviously, right? Like, because that's not what those films set out to do. Like, they set out to, like, challenge your expectations and shit. And, like, you know, a lot, like, the majority of people are not, like, I'm not, this isn't going to become one of those, like, you just didn't get it. Like, you're just not intelligent. Like, no, that's fucking stupid. Like, that's pretentious. I just think the general person, like, enjoys media they don't have to think about as much. So, like, that's why, like, usually films that do well critically aren't as well received with, like, a general audience. Because, like, ain't nobody trying to do homework and shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know. The teaser trailer looks good, man. I thought it was alright.
Yeah.
Anybody, did you fucking watch it? It's legit, like, 15 seconds. Like, it's just him
No,
walking.
I didn't see it.
It's just him walking through town. Like, that's all it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just him walking through this town saying hi to people, which I'm assuming is not, like, you know, the town that he, like, made his life at or whatever.
Right.
Oh no, wait, I sent my fault. I sent the Stan account fucking tweet. But hold on, let me just copy this and then drop it in here. There we go. But yeah, that's the trailer. It's a minute long, and I think it looks alright. You know, it's just people saying hi to him. They call him Mr. Lindsay, which I'm assuming is his name or whatever. He has a store called Fred's. Oh yeah. Yeah, isn't that funny? He has a store called Fred's.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. I have to watch this trailer though.
Yeah, dude, it's great. Yeah, but
is it really?
It's great that he has a store called Fred's. But
okay.
I don't know about the rest of it. I got to see, but yeah, he's just, I mean, if it's just more of the same thing, then sure. Okay. But I mean, I wasn't super into, like, Dexter wasn't like my shit either, you know. So I don't know.
Same.
I don't know. What do you
bro.
guys think? Are you guys gonna check this shit out? Are you gonna pay
I'm gonna
for
check
a
it out.
fucking Showtime subscription for this?
Get the. Nah.
I mean, I already have it because of work. So like,
right,
you know.
but no.
So
no.
since
Run
you know,
that login, nigga. What do you
since
think?
I already,
that's another thing. No, wait. We got, anyway,
since I already have it, like, I might as well. You know what I mean? I might as well check it out because whatever. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know, Ronnie. What do you think? You never did you ever watch Dexter? No, right? I don't think you did.
So I watched Dexter like a lot, right?
Oh, really?
But I never finished it because I was just getting tired of it. Every fucking like 3 episodes, it's like, he's gonna get caught. They're gonna get him. And I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna get, and then they never get him. And it's just like, okay. And then like the sister brother dynamic was fucking weird.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Why do they
Awkward.
always exploit? And I'm noticing it only on fucking like Showtime, HBO shows. They always exploit some fucking weird incestual shit for whatever dynamic they fucking
they give it.
they're
They give
trying
it
to
some
fucking
sort
bring.
of reason too.
And
like,
but why? Like, stop.
Well,
I agree.
I hate TV shows. I hate TV shows.
Honestly,
you know what I hate the most?
I-
I'm gonna go on a tangent. I'm gonna go on a tangent real quick.
go ahead,
We won't
Murphy.
take-
Go ahead. You right.
You know what I hate? I hate I hope no one gets mad.
Wait, hold on, wait, go ahead.
Why you stopping the back?
I hate CW shows. I fucking hate them so much. They are so fucking whack. You
Speak
want
on
to
it.
take these cool ass characters and shit, and then all you do is make them fuck people. You know how annoying it is to see Supergirl, a literal alien who gets power from the fucking
Yes.
sun that can kill like anything, and
Speak
she's
on
like,
it, Ronnie.
"God damn, you know what I really want right now?
Some
Besides
dick."
saving the world, some
No.
dick." And it's like, bro, like what the fuck?
They need
Like,
that
you guys
super
ever watch
dick, you know what I'm
Arrow?
saying?
Oh my God,
is
Arrow's the worst at that
fucking
shit, bro.
insane. This
I
dude,
never
one
seen it.
motherfucker thinks he's Batman. Two, he fucking everything that walk his way. Everything that walk
Yo,
his way is like,
yo,
oh shit. That's a black canary. I love birds. I'm gonna fuck it. Like,
I love
stop.
birds. I'm a fucking.
Like,
We
bro,
finally
this
gonna go
shit-
to New York, bro.
Yo, oh my
and like
God, and then,
everything is some shit. Like,
bro, remember and can we talk about how hilariously awful the Flash's fucking costume design is?
Yo,
and the CGI team. I think the guy
Yo.
quit, and then the intern is doing it.
Oh
no
my God,
way.
dude.
Yeah,
No,
this should look like a cereal commercial. It looks so fucking
Oh
bad.
man, yeah, no, that it looked like a commercial
Yo.
for Honey Smacks, the not honeycomb, the other one, the one with the
Honey
frog,
Smacks. The one with the frog.
the one with the frog
Oh,
on them that come in the
Smacks.
bag.
Yeah, honey,
Honey
smack.
smacks.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah, Honey
bro?
Schmacks.
Honey
But,
smacks.
Yeah, so CW shows are not good. Nobody
At
needed
all.
another Chucky. Dexter, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that one. And it's not just because I work there, but it's genuine. It leaves me with the same feeling that the show did the first time. Like I wasn't that mad at it because I wasn't that invested. So that's kind of how I feel about that. But Chucky, enough. Like I'm upset. Like enough. Fucking stop.
He's
Please.
mad.
Honestly.
Fucking.
He's married
like
oh
him
my
with
God.
children, with one child. Like,
God damn,
he's
bro.
enough. He's done.
But
It should've
He's not a
ended then.
child. He's a serial killer that
So what the fuck is
transported
child's
his
play?
body into a doll because he
God.
got shot and went into like a doll factory and then
and then
saw
he did
the
some
dolls
ritual.
and he did some ritual
Yo,
He did
I
shit.
remember-
Kalima Shakti.
Yeah. And then he fucking
Yeah.
ended up in the body of this fucking and then he was like, I want to kill. He's like,
Yeah.
you can't get your body back. You're dead. That movie takes place in the course of like probably over like a month. Like that's
Yeah.
just
Which
decayed.
movie?
You're in that doll now. Stop.
Yeah.
Which movie was the
Just
movie
learn-
where
just-
they did paintball, but he switched it with real ammo?
Oh,
And
I don't
grenades.
know.
Sound like
Yo,
a Final
bro,
Destination kind of shit.
Chucky switched. They were doing like a T red, T blue, and it was supposed to be like I guess rubber bullets or fakes or whatever. And he switched all the guns from their fake bullets to real ones, and niggas got shot up. Like, and I was as a kid, I was dying, and then some kid he threw a grenade, and then some dude body blocked it, and the rag doll had me weak as a kid, bro. That shit was stupid.
Wait, was this Child's Play too?
I think so. I think it was Child's Play too.
That
I
had to
was
do with like the
dying.
whole ROTC like military camp
Yeah.
for children shit, right? Yeah.
Yo, I was crying, bro. I was like, yo, what
Yeah,
kind of fucking shit?
That's what I was saying. Like I was in my aunt's crib as like a fucking young ass child, just sitting there watching this shit, and like I was crying of laughter the entire fucking time. It's the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Stop. Ayo, niggas that do Child's Play, stop.
Yeah. Speaking
It's
of
enough.
things that are the worst, Kanye West.
You
Speaking
Hey,
of
they're
things
getting
that
a
are the
little bit
worst,
better.
Kanye
It's
West.
getting a little bit better.
Yeah. No, but Kanye. I linked a tweet in the chat. Kanye from this guy E. Leonard. Yeah. I don't know why that makes me laugh. E. Leonard.
Leonard. E. Honda.
Say Kanye. Edmund Leonard tweeted, Kanye West sold out a stadium for his listening party and just walked on the floor and said nothing, then didn't even release his album. Legendary Kanye shit, right? But then somebody else was like, you just call it legendary because it's Kanye. You fucking, like, that shit is, like, that's not
you
cute.
fucking Shmeat. What the fuck?
It's not
You
legendary.
stupid?
It's not cute. Like, he's just scamming people. And it's like, you know, I think for
right.
long time Kanye fans, it's like, oh, you must be new here. But then for newer
Mhm.
Kanye fans, like they're just so up his ass about everything that like
Can I-
everything he does is genius
Can I
to
say
them.
something? Can I
Yo.
say something real
Say
quick?
something.
All right. So we all know, right? As collective hip hop heads, right? First and foremost, oh my lord, what is this nigga doing? Okay, so as collective hip hop heads here, we all know who the majority of the people listening to hip hop are.
He got it.
White folk,
Oh,
right? So he sold out
He's
an
not wrong.
entire. He sold out an entire listening party for.
Of course you would stop. Of course you would
niggas
stop,
are
Brady.
killing me right now,
Of course
bro.
you would fucking
Y'all
stop.
fucking killing me.
You had the whites.
No, I'm
Alright,
sorry,
they-
Will. Go ahead.
So everyone that listens to hip hop now, majority of the buyers that go to concerts are white. I went to a fucking front row concert to see fucking Mos Def. You know who I was standing next to the entire
White
fucking time?
people.
Either old black folk
Gary Busey.
and Gary Busey, right?
Gary Busey. Yeah.
All right. And so when he sells out an entire listening party for his album release, I'm thinking, oh, cool. The only niggas that bought this shit was white folk, right? And industry people.
Yeah,
So
like people
him
whose
robbing
job
a
it
bunch
is
of
to listen to that
yeah,
shit.
exactly. So him robbing a bunch of white folk don't sound too bad to me, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know?
I guess you're right. Yeah, and then there was that TikTok of that. Oh, holy shit. Wait, I didn't even peep this. Damn, thanks, babe. Loop,
Hey.
as usual, Hearse Boy's sugar mama.
Yeah, we gotta get a
gifted 5
notification
subs,
somehow,
so
bro,
thank you
'cause-
so much.
Yo,
That's
deadass, Lou,
awesome.
for
Thank you, I
real.
really
I
appreciate
just saw
it.
that.
Wow,
I'm
that's
sorry.
great. Thanks, babe. She's sitting right next to me
And
playing
she,
Fall
and, she, and
Guys.
she got one for me too. Oh my god, Lou.
Oh,
Lou.
look. Nice.
Yo,
Oh,
crazy
yeah, she got one for
thing-
Ari Karate, for OK,
Ari
for one up
Karate.
Fritz, for Super 12. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yo,
no,
the comments
I
are mad funny though. Have you read the comments?
under
Some
the
guy,
tweet.
someone wrote con, like con artist, and someone said and corrected it with asterisks. They put icon.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
That was
one
good,
way to
that was
get that's one way to get ratioed.
Man,
But
48 minutes.
yeah. But yeah, shit is crazy. I mean I get where you're coming from, but also like exploiting your status as like, you know, a living legend for all intents and purposes, like exploiting your status and then like just basically doing nothing is like not great. Like that's not okay, you know?
No,
And I think
comments.
he's learning too much of that shit from Virgil. Like cuz you know Virgil be on that bullshit. Like Virgil knows at this point that he fucking sucks. Like Off-White has not been cool since like ever. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like Off-White has not been cool for like 5 fucking years. 5-6 years because Virgil leaned into the joke that you know, he just scribbles Off-White on a ketchup packet and that ketchup packet is like now suddenly designer and it's now $600. And I guess like you can make the argument that it's like a meta commentary on like what isn't designer, what isn't like luxury, and what is and isn't like exclusivity and shit like that. But you know, then when you start applying that shit to other stuff that's like regular, like music that should be accessible to everybody, and then like album release which is based on your integrity, like you know what I mean? It's like it starts to muddy other shit, and like I just don't like when people do shit like this, when it's like, because these people came out, you know what I mean? Like if you were there, right? Like how you went to see fucking Yasin Bey, you know what I mean?
Yasin Bey.
Imagine, bro. Also, like, you know who did this shit all the time, and the industry never let him live it down? Fucking Doom. Doom did this shit. Even though he talks about it in his music all the time, he's like literally
have
he's like
shows and not go there.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
but he says he's like he plots shows like robberies, in and out, 1 2 3, nobody's pleased. He literally says this in his lyrics. So when he lives up to his villain status, people get upset. But Kanye could fucking sell out a stadium, an arena, for an album release that he doesn't drop, and then not do any songs or not perform because he didn't say shit. He just played them on the PA system or whatever. He can do that because he's Kanye. But Doom literally is like, I'm not your friend. Like, he's like, I'm
Yeah.
not your friend. I will not show up. Like, fucking don't
I
trust
remember
me.
that
you
that
know?
interview. He said he was like, "Ah, shit, I might get a white nigga, I might get a Chinese nigga to impersonate me." Like,
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
and yeah, but for someone to be that dedicated to their persona versus Kanye's big-headedness in this situation, they're two
Yeah.
completely different aspects.
Yo, let me
Yeah.
just read you this comment thread about this on here, right? So this is for the same dude, right? Some guy said, "How much were the tickets? Because this is bullshit." Someone wrote back,
Yeah.
"The tickets weren't bad. The food was a joke. $50 for some chicken tenders." Another guy writes, "Were the chicken tenders good?" And then the guy wrote back, "No chicken tender is worth $50." And some other guy says, "Shut the fuck up." And he put a video of the chicken beating up Peter Griffin.
That's great. Hey, shout out to
This is
Marina
so
for the 100
funny.
bits. Thanks, babe. But
Right.
yeah,
Thanks,
it's like,
Marina.
but yeah, it's like it's crazy, man. Like the whole, like, I don't know what's going on, but I you never catch me at one of them shits, at least that I paid for.
Look,
You know what I
fuck
mean?
outta
But yeah. Speaking of ridiculous shit, the recent BlurredCon cosplay contest. Wow.
what a
Blurred
tongue twister.
BlurredCon
Oh.
BlurredCon cosplay contest winner was white. If you don't know what BlurredCon is, if you don't know what a blurred is, it's a self-proclaimed moniker by black nerds. It's the shortened form of black nerd. I think that shit sounds like a disease you get on a pirate ship, so I don't say that shit. If you're a black nerd, like, you're a black nerd. Like, if you wanna, you know what I mean, like that, like, that's what it is. I'm not saying blurred.
It's a
That shit.
funny word.
That shit sound like a fucking Final Fantasy, like when you get poisoned in Final Fantasy, it's like, oh no, you've caught the blurred. But yeah,
Have you got the blurred?
you've caught the blurred. But like, yeah, no, it just sounds, it always sounded funny to me. But yeah, BlurredCon is just that. It's a convention that centers black creators, that centers black people, black voices, and part of that is cosplay. And the first place winner for the cosplay contest was a white cosplayer doing Cardcaptor Sakura cosplay, and it looked all right. It looked cool, but I'm gonna link the tweet actually.
Yeah,
Because
people are saying that it's store bought.
yeah, people are saying that it was store bought.
And it's wrinkled. Like, what
And
the
it's
fuck?
and it's wrinkled. Hold on, I'm gonna copy the link to the tweet so that the chat can see it. So that's the tweet right there. Click on that. Bianca Nicole at Bonka Willy Wonka said the first picture is the white girl who won the costume contest at BlurredCon with that store-bought looking costume. The next two pics are other contestants she won against. How?
How? Yeah, literally.
yeah.
I didn't even know the anime to the one that I feel like should have won, and that's the one with the extra arms.
Yeah,
the
But that shit
the
looks
extra
amazing.
arms, yeah, that
That shit
shit
looks-
10 times. Yeah.
That shit looks 10 times better.
Also
Now,
white.
hold on. So
They-
I'm not a cosplayer.
What's
None
she-
of us here are, except Ronnie. He's cosplaying right now. But
Word.
but
It's, you know.
so a few cosplayers were saying that, like, it's never like whatever this material is. I think, like, prosthetics.
Warbler?
No, prosthetics
Oh,
are
okay.
never gonna do better than
Warbler and stuff like that.
then
'cause-
no, prosthetics are never gonna do better than like cloth or sewn or whatever it's called. I should have saved that other tweet too, but yeah, it's, and then somebody else I know that cosplays was like, this has been a problem for a long time because there should be separate categories. Oh, armor. That was the term used. Like, armor is never gonna win against
hand sewn.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about cosplay. I don't know anything about that world, but like I think that sounds like common sense to me. Like, just like there's different categories in literally everything, there should be categories in cosplay contests. Like, even my other job, like, I'm a tattooer, right? And we do conventions, and at the convention there's like, yes, you can win tattoo of the day, right? But there's also, like, best black and gray, best realism, best traditional, because, like, and I'm assuming, like, the world of cosplay is just as vast, right? So the fact that there aren't separate categories is insane to me. But yeah, I don't even know what these other is. This is the third one. No, that's not Dark Samus. That's
I feel like that's Witchblade, but I could be wrong.
Oh, it probably is. It probably is Witchblade. But yeah, these other two are fire. I don't know how this.
So
but yeah, go ahead, Will. Sorry.
I talked to my cousin about. My cousin went to BlurredCon.
Okay.
And it was mixed camp. Nobody knows if it was actually store bought or handmade.
Yeah.
Because
but
there's
people were
saying that it was
linking
also
the AliExpress one.
Yeah.
It looks just like it.
Shit.
Oh damn! So it is store bought. Fuck.
I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
But that shit wrinkly as hell, bro. I don't know how she won that one with that, bro. I don't know. Like, like yo,
She got an
tell me
iron.
she got an iron, bro. Like, yo, my man. All I'm saying is that it compared to like, even the cosplayer that didn't win that had all armor on looked way better than the one that had the store bought costume in. So it's like, to me, like for someone who like works hard, and because you see, using Warbler, which is what Aya said in the chat, used for armor, you have to like mold it in your own way. And I think if I remember correctly, you have to use heat for that. So for her to mold all her stuff her own way, I feel like at least the one that had the armor and like she had like white dreads, which is pretty fucking cool. Yeah, should have won because the craftsmanship and the material.
Yeah,
and not,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like that's how I see that.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, just the fact that a wrinkly dress from AliExpress won kind of gets
hold
me
on.
all the time.
A couple people weighed in on this. Trill Muhammad said, "I've seen the full-blown Orisa from Overwatch cosplay, and I'm like, all this metal and shit is crazy. So, should be other subgroups than an overall competition for fun." Yeah, Trill Muhammad. That's first of all, that's a great ass Twitch name. Shout out to Trill Muhammad. But and then Aya said the reason why I believe this is because it shows that the costume perfectly fit her body type. Not only that, but when you enter a contest, you have to explain how you made it, the time spent, etc. But I agree she shouldn't have won. So yeah, I agree there as well. I don't think she should have won. But Ronnie and Will, how do you guys feel? Are you looking? Ronnie's looking at it.
I'm looking at all the other entries.
Yeah.
Some of them are wild.
They're super wild, but like Rainey said, armor and shit like that never gonna beat hand sewn and everything. And I do agree with Aya's comment there. It does fit her body type perfectly. And if you're getting off of something, if you're getting something off of AliExpress, that's just not fitting you 100%.
I was thinking about that when AliExpress said.
Right?
So yeah,
it's not fitting you on the off chance it does fit you. That's a 1 in fucking like 30 million chance.
True.
But I mean, you go to a black nerd convention, and a white woman wins. It's kind of like
it's insulting.
Okay.
It's spitting in the face of the, because like, okay, my thing is like, I'm not. Roddy, we'll go to you after this, but I'm not mad at the judge's decision because the judges were just doing their job. Mm-hmm. I am more upset, before everybody fucking crucifies me in the chat. I'm more upset at the contestant. You came to BlurredCon as a white person, and you fucking entered the cosplay contest as a white person in a space dedicated to black nerds and black nerddom, because historically, most conventions are predominantly white, and most white nerds are trash. They're garbage people. Mm-hmm. A lot of them are racist. A lot of them are transphobic, homophobic, gatekeepers, all that shit. So black people make this space for themselves, and you feel like it's okay to interject and fucking place yourself, knowing the privilege you have, right?
That was gonna be my next. Yep.
Like in this position of power, basically. And I'm not as mad at the judges because I've never so much as seen an episode of Cardcaptor Sakura, but I knew immediately that was from Cardcaptor Sakura because of the not so much the dress, but the wings and the scepter. Like, that's immediately recognizable. I had no idea where the other two cosplayers were from. They are leagues better than the Cardcaptor Sakura thing. And if I was on that panel of judges, I would have looked at the Cardcaptor Sakura cosplayer and been like, I don't even know, like, what is that? But the other two, like, based on I don't know what the right word is I'm looking for, but I guess based on effort, I guess alone, like just conceivable effort, like what it looks like, I'm going for one of the other two. And this isn't even every contestant. This is just 3 of them. And
Yeah.
the other 2 examples that they show are already better than the than the card captor Sakura one.
So real quick, one of the things that Aya said, I was thinking of in the back of my head. She said that apparently she didn't even want to enter. That one of her friends highly encouraged her to fucking join the contest, right?
You could always say no.
Yeah, no, exactly. You can always say no. That's what I want to get at.
No.
And then Papa Noir said the winner did issue an apology and said that she would return the prizes and donate the money that was won.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. She also deleted her social media because she was getting.
Yeah, that's another thing.
That's another thing, bro.
That's another thing. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
It's cosplay. It's not the fucking Geneva Convention. Don't do that.
Word, yeah. Like if anything,
you don't need to attack these people. And Freddie, as somebody who fights, look at his face. As somebody who fights, like words mean things. You know,
them's fighting words, bro.
Yeah,
it's
like
always fighting words out here. You know what I'm saying?
You can't just say stuff to people because
you can't.
you never know who people are. You know,
you can't even look at them a certain way either. You can't look at anybody a way anyway, at all. You gotta like stay your lane, bro. If you stay your lane, you're fine.
No,
honestly.
Facts. Yeah,
like
facts.
I don't know how BlurCon works. I actually never been. I only been to like I'd say one, right, ever.
Like
but
one convention ever.
Yeah, one convention ever. But like I've always enjoyed like people with the cosplays. I'm always gave them like the right sense, and no matter black or white, if it looks good, it looks good, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, bro, like you just can't be stepping on other people's feet like that or shoes like that. Like, bro, I feel like you're right. Like you shouldn't have entered at all. Like honestly, I feel like it's a space for black people, and after like the history of like racism and stuff like that, she just she could have said no, true, but at the same time, she could be like the nicest girl ever. She could be like a sweetheart, if anything, and she just wanted to actually like sit there and was feeling how do you call it self-conscious about her costume, but her friends are trying to make her feel good. Who knows what could have happened?
Yeah, that's
but at the same time, I'm actually and I'm glad that she feels the need to donate her stuff, return the prize money, because that's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't there to be a malice, so that's cool. But at the same time, like, just don't be stepping on other people's shoes, bro. Don't be out here being in places where you're not supposed.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. Like you know what it is. You know
exactly.
You know what spaces are for what people. Like I don't know.
There's a reason she probably said she didn't want to enter.
Yeah, but Ronnie, what do you think?
I mean, I agree. Like like even if the person was like, oh, you should enter, it was like.
We have BlurCon, bro.
That's
if it's elephant in the room, bro. Like and she probably did, and was probably
and she probably did feel weird about it. And then it is confirmed that it was story bot. That's what they're saying.
Oh, it's confirmed.
And where do you get off also as the black friend?
But was it even a black friend though? Like, it's a lot. There's a lot.
There's a lot of. I mean, because I don't think they ever said if the friend that.
I'm just assuming it's BlurCon, and they brought come on, you a cool white person, come with us.
True.
Right. That does happen.
That does happen.
I feel like it was like one of her black friends that fucking like egged this shit on, peer pressured her to joining in, right? But where do you get off in that like particular moment?
Yeah.
Egging your friend on to join this shit.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Like, granted, yes, she could have definitely fucking said no, and she should have said no.
Yeah,
but
a lot
also,
of people,
yeah,
a lot of people are saying that, like, like, let's say you came as like as an ally. That's not an ally thing to do, to like enter and try to take the spotlight from the people that are there for that reason. And then obviously BlurCon exists for a reason. It's because at other cons. People are racist and shit, and
and it's also just mostly white people. Like most nerd media is caters to white people, and like even like race aside, right? most like nerd media is catered to, aside from race, it's catered to able-bodied straight people. It's catered to able-bodied cis heteronormative fucking, you know, people who subscribe to a gender binary and all this other stuff, right? Straight fit able-bodied white people, right? Even me, like, they ain't no 5'7" bald characters that, you know what I mean? Like, that's not a marketable demographic, you know what I mean? And like, I feel like BlurredCon exists in that space where it's like, hey, this is like, sorry, she got eliminated. She literally she was like number so there were 42 spots and like she was right behind 42 at the finish line. She's over here crying.
Oh, Fall Guys?
Yeah, Fall Guys, yeah. But yeah, like it's, oh my god, she's really crying over it. Oh no, she's not. Okay.
You know what's another thing?
Sorry, go ahead, Ronnie.
Because I'm doing research on the side. They were saying that like, I think it was last year or a year before that like a white cosplayer had won before, and they're saying that like a lot of people on like 4chan, there's like a lot of white people trying to like planning to like infiltrate like BlurredCon and shit and like make it white.
Okay, see that's
Really?
annoying.
That's
annoying.
That's already. That's
trash. Like I think that like all these situations, like I think the internet is made up mostly of weak people. What I mean by weak people is just like people that don't feel strong enough to amplify their own voice, so they just latch on to the strongest person's voice, right? Whether they're right or wrong, they just want to be on the more popular side, right? So since most people are on the side of, hey, fuck this white girl for infiltrating this space, most people don't give a shit about the nuance of that situation. They're just going to see these people yelling at her and amplify that because it makes them feel good about being weak-ass people. Like, do I think that this girl is on part of the 4chan infiltration squad? I don't think so, right? I think that, like, according to the story, her friends was like, hey, you should join, you should fucking enter. She ends up winning, and then it blows up in her face because weak people fucking want somebody to yell at on the internet because they know they're not about that shit in real life. And like you will get touched in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's that kind of thing. And like for me, I feel like the safest thing for everybody would have been to just not enter. Just don't enter. Like just don't enter, you know? Because BlurredCon exists specifically for a specific reason. And if these 4chan people are trying to infiltrate BlurredCon, then that's you're justifying the existence of BlurredCon. Like if you're going out of your way to be like, hey, let's infiltrate this black space and make it white, like because you're a shitty person, like there you go. You just proved why black people need their own space. You just proved why, like, you shouldn't be here. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
Right.
Why'd you just say whoa, Ronnie?
Right.
Oh no, I was just looking at the videos, like, because I'm on TikTok now. I'm looking at like BlurredCon videos,
Okay.
and like someone did like a compilation of their time there. That shit
Okay.
look fire, bro. That shit look mad fun
It
and
was
shit.
it was in Texas, I think, this
They
year.
got like DJs and shit.
My cousin flew out. He was having the fucking time of his life, bro.
It's
Hold
crazy.
on, Dennis.
Have anything?
Wait, sorry. There's been a couple people.
Oh, that's fun.
Aya said they've been going to cons for a decade now. Yeah, so definitely that's. Are y'all interested in going to cons this year? There are 2 coming up soon. Would love to see y'all attend and react. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I'm not sure about enclosed spaces yet with all them people. I mean, I'm
Also,
vaccinated and I got COVID, but I had it already and I'm vaccinated. But still, I don't know. It's just
I was very
post-pandemic
iffy on
trauma.
like,
I don't know.
I've been to a few bars in the last few weeks, and I'd be thinking I'm wilding out. Like, what am I
Yo,
doing now?
we went out.
We went out, bro.
Like
Yeah.
that, Will, I was like, bro,
There's
this is
a lot of people in here. Yeah.
Will, hey, Will,
anything.
speaking of going out, look what I picked up.
Oh yes, Orion.
Oh,
It's just
Good
it's
dress.
just a
That's that
Japanese
good-
beer.
Yeah, it's a regular ass beer.
Yeah,
but
literally,
Yo,
like
we
it's
have to
literally,
get
like
Japanese.
Yoko, man.
yeah, literally like the Corona of Japan. Like it's very,
Yo,
very
when
accessible.
we going to Mitsuwa? Like,
Yo, wait, I was gonna
No,
say
let's
that,
Alright,
go.
let's-
Yokocho is right there.
but I was gonna also say,
I'm hungry.
like,
Okucho? Where's that at?
Yokocho.
yo,
It's
I got
on
the
I try
whip.
to
I got the
go.
whip, bro. Let's go. I'm gonna pick the
I'm
kids
open
up
at
from.
5.
I'm gonna pick the kids up from fucking daycare. I'm gonna slide through it, Griffin and Godric. We're gonna tear that whole
Shit.
bitch apart.
Yo,
shit.
I went to Yokocho
Before-
like last week around I forget what time, maybe 4 or 5, and it was
They-
fucking closed.
They open at 5, and I think they close on Tuesdays.
So 3. Oh, that might have been it. I think
They
I was
close
out
on
there
Tuesdays or
Tuesday.
Thursdays. I think so.
Yeah.
No, it was on a Monday.
Oh wait, hold on.
So-
Riley. Sorry, I'm just
We
scrolling
get
up in the chat a
6.
little bit. But Riley
Yeah, I
was
was
like,
gonna say something too.
Riley was like, as a white guy, if I was a cosplayer, I wouldn't have entered that contest. Not at Blurred Con. not wait, Blurred in all caps. Not my place to enter. Yeah, it's that simple. It really is that simple, you know.
Word.
Especially because you have every other con in the world to do that.
Yeah.
Like this one particular fucking convention that's catered to one specific underserved demographic, mathematically underserved. You can count on paper like the amount of white characters available to cosplay that are realistic to cosplay versus black characters. Like you can do that math. It's not an infinite, you know what I mean? Like so yeah, it's
Right.
really not that hard.
Before I answer Aya's question, Dennis said, "Hey, do y'all think this is the same phenomena going on with the rise of popularity in anime?"
No, this
no,
has
no,
always
anime-
been-
Anime's been okay. Anime's been always been popular. Well, not always. Anime in the 80s started becoming more popular in the West because they were leaning more towards just sort of like catering to a Western demographic by increasing the hyperviolence. Like you ask any uncle in their 40s what their first anime is they ever saw, they gonna say either DBZ or some shit like that, or like Dragon Ball, or if you want to get real niche with it, the first anime they owned or they rented from the video store, and they're always gonna say Ninja Scroll, always.
My mom violated, bro. She said that
Yeah.
her first anime was literally called Candy, and I looked it up, and it was actually a romance anime,
well,
and it's
I think-
old school as fuck. I was like, oh
well,
shit.
I feel like
Nice.
Ninja Scroll was the one that set everything off edge.
Mhm.
But definitely the most popular ones was always Speed Racer,
Word.
Astro Boy, and Gigantor.
But those three in particular, those are 60s, 50s anime. Like those
Yeah.
those are very family friendly for all intents and purposes, right? Like
Yeah, but this is what was being pushed originally
Yeah.
to the Western telecast.
yeah. But it didn't hit its stride in not even the West. I'm because I don't know what the West is, but I mean as a US fucking born person, and I've lived here my whole life, and from my experiences and from pretty much everybody else's, I think you as well will like we all have those uncles, right? Like we all have that
Oh, yeah.
person. You know what I mean? And for the most part,
Where I
it's
got
always,
my VHSs from.
yeah, it's always Ninja Scroll. It's always hyper violence. Like Go-Go 13. Like my uncle put me on a Go-Go.
You know what got me
Yeah.
tight? Actually,
What?
my uncle gave me a Burns DVD with Ninja Scroll on it when I was about like 12 years old, 13
Oh my
years
god. Oh my god.
Right. old. And
Jesus.
you know how suggestive
Yo.
those fucking
Suggestive.
scenes are, right?
They're straight up our scenes. They're
yeah,
straight
yeah,
up,
no,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when homeboy fingers a girl and then gets poisoned, like,
Yeah, that's no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
but yeah, and that's the same nigga that told my mom not to buy me God of War.
I'd be like that,
The
bro.
same guy?
I don't know why. The same guy.
Oh my
same nigga.
god.
Yeah,
Yo,
Wow.
God of War literally first
mini game.
30 seconds of the game.
It's bro. They made a
Just
mini
the-
game out
And
of
you get
out of
rewarded
everyone.
for it. Like,
yeah. It's crazy.
Just to finish this topic and just
Yeah, go
answer
ahead.
Alia's question. I'm not going to a con this year, but I am planning on going to a con next year and trying to cosplay Soul Bad Guy because that's something that I've been wanting to do
Sick.
for a long time,
Nice.
and I'm just trying to get like the fitness for that too. So I'm thinking about doing that on my own accord
you need to
next
completely
year.
eliminate waste. You have to have
Yes.
no waste at all
After
pecs.
nothing, yeah, exactly. I think that's a plan, bro. I think that's gonna be the plan. I'm gonna be different. Watch. I
Nice.
gotcha. I'm just a lazy fuck right now.
That's
That's all
awesome.
it is.
If I
You know
cosplay anybody, it's just gonna be regular ass characters that like wear regular clothes. So like for Halloween like 2 years ago, I was a warehouse worker from The Office. So I had like the gray work shirt with the Dunder Mifflin hat and like the patch with my name on it, all that shit.
That's
So
dope.
like and the whole cosplay was like $30 because it was just the gray shirt. I had a belt and jeans already, and then the
But
hat. So
But
yeah.
you of all people though,
If
coming from a
I
man that cosplayed Kylo Ren on
Oh,
a
yeah.
Halloween contest and won, bro, that shit
Yeah.
was fire that night.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna be
that
honest.
was also $800.
I,
You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Like yeah,
I
like
feel
that's
you.
like
I've gone to every con I've ever gone to. I just put on my Doom mask. That's it.
yeah,
I
and no,
feel
and that
you.
does great. And that does
Yeah,
great
it
because the
does.
people that know, they know.
Yeah,
Like if
they
you know,
know.
you know, you know.
I
I would
yeah,
want to cosplay, but
if
don't
I
know.
cosplay anybody, it's gonna be like from this point on, it's gonna be cheap shit. Like characters that you can do for relatively little money. Like I'm gonna do like Dale Gribble or some shit. You know what I mean? Like have one of
I'm
those
trying to,
have
yeah.
one of those fake cigarettes and like the aviator shades and shit. Fucking talk about the government.
Have some
Pocket sand.
have some sand in your pocket. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
have some pocket sand.
Nah, yeah. The reason why I'm doing so is because he has like a specific color that
The
he
purple
has
one?
in no the black one from the old games. Like he is
Oh.
blonde and then he's a black skin and black everything. And
Oh,
I was like,
cool.
yeah, that's actually like a fan favorite too. So
Nice.
it's like I'm gonna do that because it's recognizable too. So I'm like, you know what? That's the one right there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
But before we move
that's
on
the
to the doozy, did Tekken get in trouble for the spray tan shit or no?
Oh
No,
No, no one
no. If
cared.
they got in
right?
trouble, no one gave a shit.
Yeah. Like you know that setting in Tekken that you could just make your character darker,
Yeah.
like the spray tan shit. Yeah, no one gave a
Oh,
fuck.
no,
I
no,
wonder.
no,
I
yeah.
wonder why. I think
Okay, I
it's
know what you're
because
talking about.
I think it's because Harada is cancel proof. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. Like he's just like, yo, it's my game. Eat dicks. Like I don't fucking care. Like you gotta respect that guy. Like, he's like, yo, don't ask
you
me for
can't.
shit.
You literally can't ask him for shit.
Yeah. He's like, don't
Yeah.
ask me for shit. But yeah. Anyway, the last topic is a pretty heavy one. We're probably only
Yeah.
gonna go for like 20 minutes on it. Yeah, this whole fucking like Activision Blizzard
fucking
situation,
Blizzard, bro.
which I'm going to drop the link to in the Discord in a second. I'm gonna drop the link to the Kotaku article. There's been a lot of stuff on Twitter. A lot of that stuff is very dark, very
It's
like,
very disgusting.
triggering to
Yeah.
read. But I'm
Very
just gonna drop the link to the Kotaku article, and I'm just gonna read like some of it. But there's a content warning. Like, by the way, content warning now. Like, there's suicide, there's harassment, there's like sexual harassment, there's rape involved. Very big frat boy culture at Activision apparently. And Bloomberg reports that suit filed on July 20th is the culmination of 2 years investigation into the publisher by department, which say that Activision Blizzard's, quote, compliance with California's board workplace protections is long overdue. So this has been a problem for a long time, apparently, and it's just now boiling over. It's a lot. If anybody's read up on it in the chat, please go off. Let your feelings be heard and known. And you know, and it does, and how do we feel about the situation? Oh, by the way, before anyone says it, I don't want this to kind of become us like patting ourselves on the back or whatever. Like I don't want this to be like a fucking circle jerk where we're just like, oh well, it couldn't be us. You know what I mean? Like, oh fucking Hearse boys would never do that shit. You know, like that, because I've seen a lot of that. Not a lot, but like a couple other organizations, I've seen them do that and be like, yo, it couldn't be us. Like, and it's like, all right, man, like you're deflecting a lot, and like I just don't want that to happen here. I know neither of you guys would say. I know Freddie wouldn't say that shit, but just to put that out there, like that's not like it's probably not the energy that this deserves, you know. But yeah, it's really sick. Like this shit is really really sick. I know Ronnie's reading it now, so Will, I'm gonna ask you, what your just general thoughts on the situation are. Like, where do we go?
Well,
from here?
Well, I mean, overall, it's fucking gross, right?
Yeah.
because obviously no woman, let alone any person, should have to like have to work in an environment, especially in your professional career, for something, you know, doing that you love, and this is where you're brought into. That's like they reference a shit ton. It's fucking straight frat boy mentality, right?
Yeah.
First and foremost, dudes openly speaking about sexual encounters, dudes getting drunk and like just basically sexually harassing the women there. On top of like, there was also, if I'm not mistaken, some discrimination involved. Like there was a black woman that had worked there for a little while, and it took her months to get like a leadership role. Not even a leadership role, but just like a permanent position. Meanwhile, dudes that walked in there, less experience, etc., like were immediately offered jobs and shit like that. Like like this is just a what's that shit called? A human resources like fucking
No, not a human
nightmare.
resources nightmare. A public relations nightmare.
Public relations, human resources, all of that
Well,
shit.
because remember, human resources is not your friend. Like
they aren't your friend, but they're also supposed to be there to protect you from this shit.
No, they're there to protect the company. That's what I learned very recently. Like, so when you report something, when you report something to HR, you're not reporting it to someone who's going to reprimand that person. You're reporting it to someone who's going to clean up what you said, and then make sure the company comes out on top. And
second, yeah.
Are we good?
Okay, I'll give him a second. But yeah, I mean, I've been.
Okay, there he is.
Oh, that's just
wait,
scary.
no, there he is. He's
okay. No, you're
okay. You're good now. Okay. So yeah, no. All right. So I'm thinking of it from a smaller aspect. It's a much larger company. So like from smaller aspects,
almost 10,000 employees.
Yeah.
94,000, I think.
So yeah, a fucking PR.
Sorry,
nightmare.
9,400. Sorry, no.
Yeah, it's I think what you mean is definitely like PR. Because that puts us in a pretty weird predicament, which Riley brought up in the chat. But go ahead. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt again.
So if I'm not mistaken, Activision and Blizzard is no longer.
What do you mean?
No, they're still
there. I thought they split.
No, they're.
Oh, Bungie. I'm thinking of Bungie. That's my fault.
I didn't even know that.
Where do they go from? Like, honestly, you got to tear the fucking entire system down. You got to put people in power. You need to put women in power for these offices. Have them in leadership roles. Closely monitor like any there's just restrictions all around.
Yeah.
Because we all already know that any gaming space has always been. I mean, we all grew up on Xbox Live in the
it's male dominated and it's fucking disgusting.
It's
I mean,
fucking gross.
I don't think that the answer is as simple as put women in charge, right? Because like women can be garbage fucking people, and like I think that making women out to be these unicorns that are just devoid of any like sort of bad intentions or ill will is actually a detriment to what to any sort of like push for equality or any sort of like social freedom or whatever.
I hear that, but it's also that the leadership roles, leadership roles that were given out were very devoid of any women in this instance specifically. And I feel like if that wasn't the case, I'm not saying that things would be completely fucking like better, but it would have cleaned a lot of other shit up in the long run, right?
Yeah. To give you guys some numbers, like I think it's somewhere between 19 and 20 something percent, like 24% of the gaming industry globally is women. In the US, it's closer to that 15-19%, right?
Yeah.
So women make up less than a quarter of the gaming industry, right? And the rest of it is basically just male, right?
Yo, when
it comes to people of color, people of color are just not in the gaming industry at all. It's I think African American is at 7%, Latinx is at like 2.4%. Asian is somewhere around in between those two, and then everyone else is white, right? Which is why we get the games that we get, right? And also this Activision shit has been going on for years, because there's people that are coming forward that like they're like, I started in the company in 2012 and that was there.
Yeah.
You know, and it took someone killing themselves for this shit to come to light. You know.
Yeah, it's fucking
And
crazy.
you know, there's firsthand accounts of them going to HR and being like, "Oh, this is a problem," and like, you know, multiple people, you know, coming together and making the same complaint to try to get something to happen, and like nothing would happen.
Yeah.
And you know, the CEO was saying like, "Oh, you know, pretty much my bad. Like, we did really bad. Sorry about that and shit." But it's like, I don't know. I don't know how you fix, you know,
It's not redeemable.
a decade
yeah,
worth
it's
of
not.
fucking
It's not
of shit like
redeemable.
that.
Yeah, it's
All that shit that
it's not
yeah.
redeemable at all. I think I mean, and then also another good point that I think is worth highlighting. Those very small numbers that you gave us of people in that industry are in a position of survival. They are vastly outnumbered. Women are vastly outnumbered. Black people are vastly outnumbered. People of color in general are vastly outnumbered. They're surrounded by white men. So they don't want to be the vocal minority who says some shit against this multi-fucking million, almost billion-dollar company, right? They don't want to be the vocal minority, lose their job, and then not eat and not be able to pay their bills, and in a lot of instances not be able to feed their kids, right? As someone who would relate to that. So like before anybody does it, I just want to say that like before you start pointing fingers at, not saying that either any of you three would do this, but just the internet in general, because I know how the fucking internet is, right? Before anybody starts trying to virtue signal and point fingers at, oh, well, what about the black people there? What about the women that were there? They have been saying this shit. And the people that weren't saying shit were doing so to survive, because they were finally in a position where they could make a difference in their own lives. They were finally in a position that, again, like Ronnie said, only 20% of people who look like them get, and they were willing to put up with whatever to be able to make the money
bread, bro.
to get that bread and make their lives. And that shit sucks. That shit fucking stinks. Like when someone who is an abusive piece of shit knows that you rely on that position to eat and to survive, and they exploit that. It is not on the person. It is not on the victim. It's not on the survivor to fucking make that. It's on the company 100%.
But that's a company 100%.
It's not the job of the oppressed to fucking rehabilitate their fucking oppressor. Like that's stupid. And I see that shit constantly. It's like, oh well, what about, why weren't those black people in there saying anything? Why weren't those women saying anything? No, they fucking were. And the ones that
it's
weren't,
not easy to be heard.
Yeah,
That's
it's not easy. And the ones that didn't say anything were fucking scared because they didn't want to lose their job, and they didn't want to lose their fucking livelihood.
In every single one of those instances that a person has said something, it's always been a fucking virtual witch hunt.
Yeah,
every single fucking time. And these people get targeted, get kicked out of the company, they're muted. That's it.
Yeah, and they're blacklisted. They're soft blocked from the industry. Blacklisted, fucking all that shit. They lose all their fucking opportunities. No one talks to them again. Fucking, they get Brendan Frasered. Like that shit is crazy, and like that shit is rough. And I guess that brings me to oh wait, no, Freddie, you stepped out for a second. I wanted to highlight Riley's point, but yeah, what do you feel? Because you said you chimed in a little bit. You said it's inexcusable, but do you want to elaborate on that, or yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. To me, the minute I read this article, the one phrase that stood out for me, because personally, that's kind of why I didn't want to go to college, and that's something that I was feeling going to college, was the frat boy tradition. That shit was never gonna fly with me. I knew how people were gonna be. I knew how that shit goes. I know how stupid it could be. I know like the intricacies and how like well in depth racism was actually stemmed from that shit too. So like as a black man going to college and was gonna go and play football for like a team, that shit wasn't gonna fly for me, because that's the first thing that I immediately thought. And to hear that a frat boy tradition was a thing in Activision, and to see how it affected women like that, bro, that shit was just inexcusable and disgusting to me. And that shit I still feel uncomfortable playing. Like I would love to play. I love Overwatch. I do. I love the game a lot, but can I play it and can I enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it like at least a week ago or 2 weeks ago before I read this article? I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to. Even I said it in the group chat. I was like, yo, fuck Overwatch at this point. Like I can't do that. But what can we do? You know what I mean? Like, what can we do as one person?
Yeah,
True.
that's
But
a great segue. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But in the end of the day, it's like I'm just so disgusted on a video game company like this. This is like inexcusable. This is something that I never thought.
And one of the largest,
You're one of
if
the
not the
largest.
largest.
I never in my life could have imagined this shit. But in this, at the same time, it's like, yo, I don't know. I feel very weird, and said this is happening as we speak, or
Yeah.
maybe, who knows? And it's gonna be happening in other places too, and it just makes me like
Yeah.
question
I mean,
a lot of things, you know.
everything seems to be in extremes now, man. Nobody has any room for any nuance anymore. And like that's a great segue. Like you said, you don't feel the same about Overwatch anymore. Riley
Right.
said, I've heard both sides of like boycotting Blizz or not boycotting, and I get both sides, but the core issue is that it's just disgusting. But also not
Yeah.
surprising. There have been numerous accounts over the years of this exact same thing happening at Blizzard. Yeah, that's a fact. Also, Chava Lava, another great Twitch name, said it's been going on for years. If investigation is 2 years, then it's been ongoing. Sexual harassment plus toxic work cultures have happened across the industry. Riot Games comes to mind as well. And then Chava Lava went on to add,
Word.
people have already started harassing Blizzard employees who have nothing to do with it, including women who are likely victims of the same trash culture. Yeah, so again, the internet is very all in or all out. Most people on the internet are not adults. They're not adults. Their fucking Stan accounts are anime Avi accounts, and they're all like between the ages
girls,
of
yeah.
between the ages
Yeah,
of fucking
Skullgirl was another one.
between the ages of fucking 15 and 20, right? That's most people on the internet, and Twitter in particular. Those people don't grasp the fucking concept of nuance, right? So like, if you want to boycott Blizzard, if you want to boycott Activision, if you want to do all of that, sure, but don't make other people feel shitty for continuing to play a game, especially when developers put their hard fucking work into making that game, who were probably victims of this shit. So those people want you playing their fucking game. Like you know what I mean? Like the people that worked on this fucking game, that went that hard developing the game, could that more than likely, I 100% believe that there were victims on the League of Legends team. There's survivors on the League development team. There's survivors on the Call of Duty team. There's survivors on the Overwatch team. Those people, I think, want you playing that game. They worked hard as fuck on that game and dealt with all that shit to give you access to that game. So I think that if you want to boycott it, sure, but don't use that shit as a fucking high horse to then point the finger at everybody else who's still playing those games and be like, because like that's not real. That's not real. Like, real people don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, and also, you're not helping as much as you fucking think you are. Maybe like read a book or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just hate, like, I used to be very like all or nothing because Twitter gassed my fucking head up a lot. And like getting this platform gassed my fucking head up a lot. And I've just been hit by a very big wave of clarity lately. And the world simply does not fucking work like that. It does not work in extremes the way that people on Twitter seem to do it, you know?
Let me make a point real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So like, the way this shit, like the way I see this shit changing is.
Thank you for the 5 gift subs, by the way, Marina.
Sorry. Oh shit! Thank you,
for
Marina.
The 5 gift subs.
Thank you.
It's that, like, people of color play games more than white people. And that's just a statistic. People of color consider themselves to be gamers a lot more than white people. And even if you want to break up people of color into different aspects, each one of those aspects considered
still outnumbers white people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when it comes to the gaming industry, white people outnumber, everyone. The number for women to men gamers is, I think, I think it's 46% women, and and it's just like, the people that play games are not the people that are making games, and the people that are fostering this culture and this abuse, they're making these games, but they're not making it like the people that are playing the games aren't
I see what you're saying. They're not.
dumb. You know what I'm saying?
They're not on the office floor, literally putting together like literally rendering character models.
No, what I'm saying is there are people making these games, and like the majority of the people making these games and majority of the people fostering this toxic work environment are making these games and catering games for themselves, but the player base or the people that just play games in general aren't those people. And I think that there needs to be a shift in the gaming industry, and not like just in terms of like having Miles Morales on the cover, but like people of color need to get into this industry.
Yeah.
And they can't get into the industry if we have a company that has almost 10,000 employees that doesn't want to hire women or people of color or ever give them promotions, you know?
Yeah. Bro, remember how big a deal Miles's hair was when they first dropped the images for Spider-Man Miles Morales?
Yo,
that should not.
fade.
Okay, I understand. Yes, first of all, like absolutely, finally some fucking black hair texture, but the fact that it took we're in 2021, and like that's a point of hype for us to see people with our hair texture finally. Like that,
even our skin texture too, like the bottom of my hands. You know what I mean? Like
but black hair in particular, like just like kinkier hair, right? Like type 4 period. Like if I wasn't balding, you would see my shit. But like, you know what I mean? Like hair that looks like ours, all on screen, right? Video games and comic books and nerd media in general have been getting that shit so wrong for so long. And it's because there's no black people around to animate this stuff and tell you what the fuck it actually looks like, you know?
I have a work meeting, just as
that's all
I
good.
can't wear this.
And to the point where finally when somebody gets it right in 2021 in the PS5 generation, we throw a fucking
PS5.
parade. We throw a fucking parade and we clap it up for these people because they finally got something black right.
Like look at his hands; they're normal. Like
exactly, yeah. They don't. Yeah, exactly.
It's fucking depressing, man.
Yeah, this shit is trash, man. But I just that was my major point, was just like look at situations for what they are as a whole. Don't get caught up in this fucking vacuum, in this vacuous fucking bullshit of like Twitter and social media where everybody's just yelling over each other. Like you kind of have to like break the whole shit down before you fucking say anything. Like before you go, oh, yeah, you're a bad person for still playing Call of Duty. Nothing is that simple. Nothing is that simple. This fucking lawsuit is not that simple. Like, obviously, support people who came out, believe people who will probably continue to come out, right? And hold Activision accountable. But what do you gain from harassing the average gamer? What do you gain from harassing the Cardcaptor Sakura cosplayer? You don't fucking gain anything, and no strides, no progress is made by fucking harassing these people. Like, go at the company or support, and again, if this matters to you, right? And like it's your you make it a point to boycott these games, more power to you, absolutely. But don't shame other people for continuing to play this stuff. And if you want to put your money towards indie devs and all this other shit, then absolutely great. But don't use that as a platform to yell over people and be like, well, I'm better than you because I do this way and you're a bad person. Like, that's not how the world works.
How we need to treat this is the way everyone in the world treated the design for Sonic in the Sonic movie.
Yo,
not attack the fucking workers, attack the fucking creators of the shit. Attack the CEOs, attack the fucking company.
People telling them what to do.
Not the average worker fucking working for these goddamn assholes. You know? Like
yeah, that shit is depressing. Like, guys, I just got paid to make the character model. I wasn't on the drawing board. I didn't come up with the Sonic design, right?
It's just it's like a whole chain. It's like, don't blame me, blame the guy that did the concept art. And the concept art goes like, don't blame me.
Like
yeah,
the guy
exactly.
who told me to do
like
it.
don't like it's a
Blame
job
that
like
art
any other
director.
job. But yeah, Riley made. We're gonna end soon because it's 2:00 actually. But Riley said people who have created their following on Blizzard games can't just drop them and find another game. Yes, a lot of people which are of marginalized identities, right? Of non-gender conforming identities, who are trans people, who are queer folks, right? Like a lot of these people that have like, because Twitch is growing as a platform, and their Twitch as a platform is growing. Oh fuck, we all switched. Well, no, we didn't. Just me and Ronnie. But Twitch as a platform is growing, right? And then more and more of the creators on that platform are trans, are women, are black, right? And a lot of them play Activision games, play Blizzard games. What are those people? And they built their following off of that. What are those people supposed to do? Like, you know what I mean? Like you watch these creators because you like watching them play this game. So imagine you're like, if you're a woman and you play Call of Duty and like that's your game and that's how you built your following, how fucking awkward must it be right now? You know what I mean? Like that must put you in such a weird place, like just to be a marginalized person and like play one of these games. And Activision Blizzard is the most profitable video game company out, period.
Right, one of the biggest.
That serves a huge community, So like, yeah, it's pretty wild. And then Ari actually said, I can't believe how miserable it must have been for these women working their asses off to be at a dream company, then for a certain period of time try to endure this disgusting shit because they really believed in the company. Yeah.
That shit kills me all the time, bro. Because I have a friend. She was a cosplayer and then got hired to Capcom. And if I were to ever hear some shit with Capcom, bro, that would kill me inside. Like honestly, I can. It's scary. It's a scary world for women, and that shit just sucks all around, bro.
Yeah.
When it comes
So
to every
that's-
little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was gonna say that's the shit though, because I mean, the more you hear about this, the more people are coming out now, right? Because I would like to think the world is in a better place where we can actually hold these people more accountable for shit, which is why they're coming out. But at the end of it, we hear more and more of these cases, and it's like, it doesn't surprise me anymore. It could be my favorite fucking video game company in the entire fucking world.
And
It can be my favorite. It can be my favorite clothing brand in the entire fucking world. It can be like my favorite fandom in the entire fucking world. But it's not going to surprise me if something would come out and it's like, yeah, it makes sense because the world, everything in the world is in control of, men are in control of a good 99 fucking % of everything that's going around. And it's men that cause most of these fucking issues, and on top of it being fucking heteronormative cis white men in power. So,
right.
I do understand the concept where it's like, yeah, damn, if Capcom did fuck up that way, damn,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it fucking makes sense, you know.
Also, just like, but also know who to aim your crosshairs at.
Yep.
Like, absolutely, this is a horrifying, very upsetting situation, right?
Truly.
But know who deserves your crosshairs. You know what I mean? Like, point your crosshairs at the appropriate person, at the person that's responsible for the misconduct, right? Don't fucking go out. Don't come out here and attack random fucking people just to make you feel better about yourself. That's not how you achieve the reform that you aim to fucking
performative.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, exactly.
Right.
That shit is performative. It's performative allyship. It's performative fucking social justice. That shit, it's stupid. So, yeah, I mean, we definitely all agree that the situation is horrendous. But again, know who to direct your anger at. Don't just direct it at somebody playing Call of Duty because they're the most accessible person you can yell at. Because that's easy and everyone can do it, and it's not real work.
And you're going to get called the N-word regardless.
I mean,
yeah.
It's Call of Duty, dogs.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. So I guess that's as dark a note as any to end on. But anyway, to end on a lighter note, I got some new Beyblades today. They fucking suck.
Yeah, yo, tell me about them Beyblades. Oh wait, they suck. Why
Yeah,
would you
they-
get the
they
suck?
fucking-
Oh,
no, they-
man.
You want to know how to cheat? You gotta open that bitch up, right? You gotta twist it open. Throw
Yeah.
a couple of washers in it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
Oh my
yo,
God.
this man knows
Not
the tech,
the
the hood tech.
washers. Not
the
the
hood tech,
washers.
bro. What you mean?
Hey Brandon, thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah,
Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, we'd love
Seriously,
to
bro.
to see you on here. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for coming through, for joining us. If you got any questions or whatever, or if you just want to talk to us, we're always on Discord. There's always at least one of us on Discord.
And I'm waiting
somebody-
for Will to tell me.
Yeah, somebody dropped the link to the Discord on there.
I'm
You know,
on my way.
Freddie.
I was waiting for it.
now
You
we're
know the
all
vibes.
we're all pretty, we're all pretty chill on here. There's a huge community. We do movie nights and stuff sometimes. We do other stuff too. Don't be a butt.
Yes.
Don't be a
Listen, you can ask Brando, and you can ask the homie Brando, Papa Noir, pardon me, and you can ask the homie DM his daddy. I am quick with the trigger finger.
butt. Yeah. Yeah.
Me and
Yeah.
Will have a good guy. Me and Will have a good guy good cop bad cop dynamic. You know what I'm saying? I will try to help you, but law is
fuck
law,
12.
man. I can only
yeah.
do what I can only do what I
Fuck-
can. It's
Fuck
not even
12, nigga. I'm
it's
a
not fuck 12.
desperado.
It's
You
not
feel
to
me?
fuck 12 either, bro. At this point, like, yo, the hearse is the hearse. We ain't 12 at all.
Yeah.
That man's a bounty hunter,
Yeah,
bro. He's
nah,
out
but-
here, bro. He out
Yeah.
here.
But no,
But-
you will no any kind of bullshit. And we don't tolerate the trolling.
We don't
shit.
tolerate it.
We don't tolerate
At
no
all.
fucking. And we have a. By the way, this isn't us patting ourselves on the back like, oh, look how great we're doing. Activision should learn something. No, like, this has been a thing since the Hearse Boys Discord has been a thing. So we love everybody that joins, but just try to be respectful of each other. And if anything ever happens, we have a legit complaint department where you can submit an anonymous
Yes, we do.
complaint about some shit somebody said that you don't feel great about.
And I will press them.
And we will address them privately.
I will press
Or we will mediate a conversation between the two of y'all or the three of y'all, however many people are involved. And it has worked wonders. We've had to do it before. It has worked wonders. Sometimes people get banned because they don't think what they did was all that. And it's like, all right, then I guess we're just not vibing and you're not meant for this community. And sometimes, most of the time, it gets worked out and it's fine. Because
Did
that's
I-
how you do that. You know what I mean? Like
Word.
yeah.
Real
But yeah.
quick, did I tell y'all about my most recent ban?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, yo. Speak on it, bro.
Oh my god.
So some
This man is.
So it was funny as hell, and I think Dragolf, who's not in the chat.
Shout out
with us
to
right now,
Dragoff, bro. George.
Dragolf was in the chat with me. We were just playing some league. Some dude jumps in and starts a conversation. Oh, hey guys. I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, I've just been here for a little while. I'm like, oh, welcome. Like, thanks for joining the chat and shit like that, right? We're in one of the fucking chat rooms, and immediately starts a conversation. Are you gay? Are you gay? I'm gay. And I'm like, oh, cool, man. Like, that's what's up. No, unfortunately, I'm straight. Like, oh, well.
Wow, I
Freddie
done. Whoops, my bad.
you
We
good?
here.
Okay.
We-
So,
sorry.
comes in immediately. He's like, are you gay? Are you gay? I'm gay. I'm like, oh, cool, man. Like, that's what's up. No, unfortunately, I'm straight. And all this, like, he just going on. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, are you being homophobic? You sound homophobic.
Don't forget
And
the
I'm
ill.
like, how am I?
Oh, yeah,
Don't
you
forget
said
the
you were
ill.
straight.
Yeah. He
He's
goes,
like,
you're straight.
ew.
He goes, ew. I'm like, yeah, man, sorry. That's the cards I was dealt. He goes, what do you mean by that? And Dragoff explained to him, was like, that's just what it is. Like, that's, he's just straight. I'm like, yeah, man, like, I've just put on this earth is straight. Sorry about that. And and then homie was like, oh, you're being homophobic. I'm like, how am I being homophobic right now? Like, what am I doing that's homophobic?
And it's
he
weird
goes-
because I wasn't there and I would have like violated.
Yeah.
it.
No, and he was
That's
like, he says, you were being nasty and you said I should go kill myself. And I'm like,
You
whoa.
hear this shit?
Whoa. Like,
Whoa.
where is this coming from? And I speak to Dragoff. I'm like, okay, see, what you have here is a class A troll.
Yeah.
Like, and you
Yeah.
know what we do with trolls, Drag?
We fucking
He
banned.
goes, what do we do? Well, ban.
Yeah,
And
get
we-
out of here.
ban him.
Get that shit out of here, man.
Yo,
Get that
for
shit out of
real.
here. Like
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
listen, you're not about to infiltrate Hearse Boys on some fucking You know what I mean?
Dead
This
on,
ain't
some
4chan, bro. We ain't got
stupid
time for all that.
Nah,
Like
I definitely got time for
literally
that.
90% of us are from the Bronx. I want you like please try it. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
10%
the
not.
like
the only
this
reason
ain't-
why I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, just to go off, like, we don't got time for that, bro. Honestly, I don't want to deal with the paperwork, bro. We got paperwork to deal with, bro.
Yeah,
We gotta sit
seriously.
here and write reports and shit, and we gotta be like, yo, this happened. You think
Love
I
you
really
too,
want to be
Ronnie.
doing
It's
that, bro?
baby. We know.
You really think I want to be writing reports out here, bro? I don't want to be doing that. So for
Yeah.
for you, for the greater good, bro, don't make me write a report because I'm gonna get
Yeah.
tight. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
be
so,
nice.
So,
Be nice.
but
nice.
but at the end of the day, our Discord server and our community as a whole, we are a safe space. We want to keep it as a safe space. We have no time for any of your head assery being thrown this way. If you're thinking that you're gonna come in here with that head assery, we gonna cut it real fucking quick.
you know the
Immediately.
fucking
I-
vibe.
we,
Yo, you know the vibe.
we ain't about that shit. We ain't never been about that shit. Right?
Yeah, we're just not doing it. We're not doing it. Like zero tolerance fucking policy. And then by zero tolerance we mean like if we can't get the offended party to agree that they have received restorative justice, you out of there. Like
Also,
that's it.
So to end that note, yeah, nah, fuck you, pay me.
That
Yeah.
that
I don't
on
pay any
another
of
note-
I don't pay any of them. I don't pay
Yeah,
any
okay,
of them.
yeah.
By the way.
bro.
So
Yeah.
Ronnie wants to start a separate movie nights on Tuesdays with only bad movies.
Oh my fucking god, I'm with it.
Okay.
I'm
the
so
bad-
with it.
Only so we're gonna have our movie nights, right? Which we know we some art house motherfuckers, right?
You know the
Yeah.
So
vibes.
but on Tuesdays, just pure shitty movies, and the first movie Ronnie wants to show is Samurai Cop on Tuesday.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. Do it. Do it. Anyway, that does it for today's episode 30, Big 3-0, the Hearse Boys
I
podcast.
turn 30 next year.
My name is
Oh,
Rainey. You can find me on Twitter at Rainey Ovalle. This is Ronnie. You can find him at Inadequate Ronnie on Twitter. All on Twitter. There's Will at Gruel the Empty, Freddie at Retro_Frisbee. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next time.
Samurai Cop. You join the Discord. You know the vibes.
And yeah, also join the Discord. It's a little far in the chat, but I'm gonna
Nah, hold on.
Copy.
We here.
I'm gonna copy
We about
and
it. We about
paste
the
it.
lifestyle.
yeah. So yeah, everybody go ahead join that if you haven't already.